I'm here. Yep. Oh, whoops. Okay, hello lovelies, it is Iggy Takeda, and we're doing parts 8 and 9 of the Blender tutorial, which I had up, and then I accidentally closed it.
Oh,
Start making our donuts look.
Okay, and I'm going to cast to you, Technus.
thank you.
Why do I always have to remember how to do it? Start share your screen.
Because you only do it once a week.
Pretty much. And that's like a new phenomenon. It used to be never.
Yeah, exactly. And I see it now.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
I see it.
Looks sexy.
Okay. Oh yeah. Well, I suppose. So yeah. Recap. We did the
Oh, yeah.
sprinkles. I mean, that's about it. You know, we did the sprinkles. Well, I feel like there was something else, but
We did some. So we created the 4 sprinkles: the short, medium, long, and the curved sprinkle.
oh, as well
then-
as the circled ones. That's what it was.
Yep. And then we were able to project both of those sprinkles onto
A second
the
donut.
yeah
Yeah.
onto the icing layer.
Oh yeah. Right.
And then we applied random rotations to the sprinkles, which you can see in geometry nodes, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah, because that's
Right.
where it was when I booted up the program. Yep, it's a thing called long sprinkles. It's a modifier.
Long sprinkles. That might be yours then. I don't totally
I
remember
called
where
it.
that was.
I called it long sprinkles just because he did, and that made sense. So, so you have to be in geometry nodes. Yeah, well, actually, yeah. It's just you have to be in geometry nodes, and then there's like a drop-down menu, like directly below center below the the viewfinder.
Yeah.
It says something. If you click on it, like I have long sprinkles and I have short sprinkles. Those are the 2 different trees.
Shit, I don't see those trees. Hold on, let me bring up your
Stream, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the modifier is, of course, in the modifier tab to the right. But I suppose you wouldn't see that if you don't see the... Well, maybe you would. I don't know.
Oh, I have to have the icing selected.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Okay. I see that now. All right.
Okay, so we're on part 8, which is rendering.
Ooh.
So we're going to be coloring our sprinkles finally, so it doesn't look so.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I don't see textures on mine. You look at my screen. He's also in
top right corner. You may need to go into viewport shading.
Oh, okay. And by the way, he's also on the layout tab.
Yeah, I switched back to layout.
Okay. I'm trying to get there. Okay. Actually, I don't even... Oh, yeah, I still have the table hidden, don't I? How do I own a plane?
The eyeballs.
Yep. So that's there now. And See, I don't know. I'm in viewport shading. Show overlays like gizmos and outlines.
Hey, Inverness. That saxophone kicks ass. I'm glad I threw that in.
Oh, there's solid and there's wireframe, and then material preview. That's probably what I want. There we go. I at least have colors now. Yeah, no, that's it. That is it. Okay. Yeah, I'm good then, I think.
Okay.
Pressing. And then also getting into rendering to start making this actually look pleasing with shadows and light and everything else. So first of all, the sprinkles. Now, as you probably know, you could come in here and you could select a sprinkle and then go, all right, I'm gonna make a red sprinkle. And then I'm gonna, and don't do this by the way, I'm just showing you. Make this aqua sprinkle and then a blue sprinkle, right? And this does work. Does exactly what you would expect. The problem with this though is that for one, the color is locked to that specific sprinkle. So this curved sprinkle is always red, okay? And the short sprinkle is always white. The other issue is that this is not easy to change the distribution of those colors. Like if I'm an artist and I'm looking at this, I'm like, that's kind of boring because all the colors is like 25% blue, 25% white, 25, you know. I want to have maybe 80% one dominant color and then a few splashes of complementary colors. I can't do that. So there is a much, much easier way. So first, let me just clear all of these and I'm going to create one new material. I'm going to call it sprinkles. And I'll actually show you how to quickly apply the same material to multiple objects at the same time because we haven't done that yet. So I'm going to grab my round sprinkle, which is currently still over there by itself. I'll just bring it over here so it's part of the family. There we go. All right, so I've got one object with the material that I want to.
Hold up, what did he do?
So he went to the material tab.
Okay.
And then he created a new material and he named it sprinkles. Oof. There we go.
Oh my god, how do you do that? I gotta go back. Like I know, yeah, I get that.
Yet. So I'm gonna grab my round sprinkle.
No.
Which is kind, and I'll actually show you how to and I'm going to create one way material. I'm going to call it first. Let me just clear all of these and I'm going to create one new material. I'm going to call it
wants you to clear out. Really?
He put other materials in for demonstration purposes,
oh, yeah.
but then he cleared them out because they're not for this exercise.
See, cylinder 3. Okay, so you do have to have a cylinder, sprinkle selected. Just any one of them. Just click 4.
Well, I mean, yeah.
As long as you know what's going on.
Pretty much.
And then new.
Sprinkles, and
literally just sprinkle. Oh, it's like this is going to be like one universal one. We copy paste to all of them, I assume.
Yes, and I'm assuming we will have weird modifiers that we do to the base sprinkles texture.
Yeah, it's just going to RNG it.
Yeah.
And I'll actually show you how to quickly apply the same material to multiple objects at the same time because we haven't done that yet. So I'm going to grab my round sprinkle, which is currently still over there by itself. I'll just bring it over here so it's part of the family. There we go. All right, so I've got one object with the material that I want to apply them all to. What I need to do is shift select all the objects that I want to have that material, and then lastly shift select again the object that has the material I want to apply them to, and you know that because it's highlighted yellow. Okay. Then
I need to find the round one. Oh god, it's up there. Okay, G for grab. And then not X. Not Y. Z. Okay. Oh, that's not Z enough. Why? X, yeah. It completely changes depending on which one I hit. Like, the position of it completely freaking changes.
Oh, that's interesting.
Why?
They don't really need to be lined up, but yeah.
As long as it's just close. Like, I'm not trying to align the planets here, I just
I
want to be
think
able
it's
to
also
There.
very high. Yeah.
It's so far off. Every time I think it's close, it's not. I mean, they're all within shot.
View from top. View from the top.
Oh yeah. Oh shoot, what was that button again? What do you hold again for that?
7 on the keypad, I think.
7. No.
Numpad 7. Yeah.
Oh, numpad 7? That.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a hotkey. I was thinking of the radial menu.
Ah.
I can't get down low enough. Let me.
Turn your plane off. Make that invisible.
Right. Okay, so 7 again. Oh, where'd it go? Where the hell did it go? Where did everything go? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, there are those. Where are you pointing at?
Make the donuts invisible for a second. Oh, I see it.
Yeah, I mean, it's there. It's just I'm trying to click on it. The camera is focused on this. It's focused on this point over here, or something.
Oh, I believe that orange point is like the object center of whatever you have selected.
Oh, you don't think it's the sprinkle? You know what? Why am I not just... I think it's actually sphere.
That might be the sphere. Oh yeah, you've got the sphere selected.
Oh wait.
So yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, okay. And I hit 7 and then it just goes above the donut for no reason. Like, not even lined up. Okay, so 7. Clearly, its intent is not to actually go over selected target, and I don't know why.
Well, the sphere is selected.
Right. And then I hit 7 and it just goes over the donut or something instead of the sphere.
Oh, yeah, because the 7 defaults to its camera position over the central axis.
Yeah,
of the
okay.
workspace.
Yeah. So maybe can be helpful just on the way I thought.
And then to pan the camera from the top view, you hold shift and then drag with the middle mouse button.
Yeah. All right. So G. And then the Y. I'm just confirming every movement at this point, now that I have concluded that it just completely changes position if I change axis.
Oh, the camera. Yeah. Because those views are like, I forget what they're called, but they are specific isometric design angles.
Yeah.
Oh now I've got somebody.
Why is this so hard? Okay.
Hmm?
I suppose this is why sometimes you should...
Title?
What? No, I'm talking about me getting this thing closer. Like every time I think it's close, I move my camera, and it's like perspective is like just so... Okay, whatever. It's close now. That's
Bubbles, hi. Thanks for stopping in. No. Blender, and I'm showing support for Palestine by promoting the link that you see on the title. It's Creators for Palestine. Please copy it and take a hop, skip, and a jump over there. But we are going through Blender tutorials today. That's what's up. Thank you for stopping by.
Okay. Yep. Okay. I'm good to go. I'm good to go finally.
Okie dokie.
Then
All right.
hit Control L. This brings up the link or transfer menu, and we want to
Oh, what are we doing?
link the materials.
We are linking the materials. Whatever.
Control L. Do we have to select all these guys?
Probably.
Okay. Yeah, he's got all these multiple items selected.
Control L. Link. Oh shoot! What did he pick?
All the sprinkles, all of them.
Well, yeah, but link up. There's a menu. There's a menu.
Oh, okay.
just-
Link.
And now you can see or transfer menu. And we
It
want
is
to
link materials. I had a feeling probably, but I wanted to be
materials.
sure. Okay, now come on. I also kind of didn't want to go back and hit the play button because I knew I was going to have to select these all again. Not that it's even a big deal. I'm just lazy. Link
Oh.
materials. Okay.
the materials. And now you can see our material has a 5 next to it because 5 objects are sharing this material. And that's it. And now, obviously, because they're linked, it means if I make a change over here, they're all going to be reflected.
I don't see that.
I should probably double check and make sure that's working for me too. Actually, the thing he made disappeared.
I don't see where he's got like the counter for it. There's my spring.
I had to make a new material. I don't know where the other one I had went.
That's what
What?
I did. Ah, that.
Let's see here.
Scammer Blender Guru? What? We're just going through tutorials and then making donuts. I've got some donuts in the background there, and we're working on coloring the sprinkles.
Blender Guru is the creator that of the video we're watching.
Oh. Bubbles Butternuts says he's a scammer? How is that guy a scammer?
He's probably talking about the channel or whatever. Or not channel, the website of his that he was plugging.
Ah.
Hey, if I
he
learn...
did make he made he had like a plugin that he promoted which allows you to link materials between different. I forget what it was. It seemed useful though. I wanted to check it out.
Yeah, like my general, I picked this guy because it's like the general consensus on the internet seems to be that this is the tutorial to start with if you know literally nothing about Blender and you want to get started somewhere. Obviously, it's not the end all be all, but it's a very useful first resource.
Okay.
It's the impression I've gotten.
Wait. He runs or owns the Polygon site that sells textures. I asked him about the TOS and rights to the products. They stated that you would own the product and no changes would be made in your rights to the textures. Then they changed the TOS and deleted all my DMs, so I can't use the product anymore unless I give them a percentage of my revenue.
That definitely
okay.
sucks, but
yeah.
I mean, the way I see it is like even if someone's selling a product, I mean, if they're giving you free tutorials on YouTube, those tutorials are still valuable. I mean, unless
but I will not do business with them.
Yeah,
so
no, I agree with that. Yeah, I didn't. I was kind of whatever on like the actual website itself. Still good to know that, but I'm still following the tutorial.
Yeah.
So sprinkles.
Control L, link materials. He has good videos, so I agree. Okay, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Seems to be the consensus we've come across then. I think I've linked all of... Oh, now it says 5. Okay. It's working for me now.
It is where...
For some reason, I had to...
Oh, there. Okay, just see here. I don't know, like, I'm doing something wrong, because...
So I had to select them all, and then I had to do a new material, and then you click on the drop down, and then you select sprinkles because we've already created it, and then you link materials, and then it seems to be working. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
that is where. Yeah, that's what that number means.
Okay, that's better. Now I have 2. Okay, I think where I went wrong was when I made this one. Not knowing what was happening. The delete button, maybe? Oh my god. Right click. It's gotta be delete it. Or just not use it. Oh, I guess I could just not use it.
Yeah.
Change sprinkles 01 to sprinkles. Just gonna look here. Okay, well they don't all have sprinkles. Yeah, okay, I think if I did change these to sprinkles, then they'd work.
And now all of my sprinkles have the sprinkle texture.
So once you make a material, you can use the drop-down menu instead of hitting new. That's exactly what you do. Okay. Yeah, now they're all working. Okay, I'm gonna hit the button.
Great.
Now, we're going to do something fancy, so let's go to the shading tab, which gives us access to our nodes. Oh dear, where am I? All right, let's go back. I'm trying to get to that sprinkle. Okay, to our nodes. Now, I want to introduce you to a little friend called Shift-A, input, the Object Info node. A very weird little node that just does some useful things when you might need it. So
You went to shading.
I went Control A. Whoops. Shift A. And I for Object Info. Is that what he said? Yeah, Object Info. Okay, so Shift A, input, Object Info. Where did I just have? There it is. Okay.
Shift. I don't see that. Shift A.
Info.
There's an info one.
Shift. So once you're in the shading tab, and you're in the bottom panel.
I'm not in the shading tab. I knew I should have gone in there. I don't know why I didn't.
I thought you were on your way.
I literally said it and then.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I get. I'm the stoner. Where's your head at?
See, joke's on you. I don't even need. I don't even need a thing to not function properly.
Oh god, shading tab. I hate Blender shader tab. Hey, guess what? We're about to explore shading.
Yeah, fun
It's probably
stuff.
just going to be some minor shading. I don't know that we're going to go into exhaustive detail, but yeah. So shader tab, and then Shift A, info.
Shift. Do you have to have something selected?
I have a sprinkle selected.
Okay.
I have my long sprinkle.
I do not have enough real estate on this screen. Okay, sprinkles.
Yeah.
Shift A. It's still. Oh my god. Why can't I find it?
Did you click in the workspace in the bottom? But I also hate render took me over 5 hours to render video in cycles. That what?
Wait, what? What happened?
Was that Blender? Blender took you 5 hours to render a 0.1 second long video. Something's fucked up there.
Yeah, that I mean, we need to know like what your specs are and everything, because like if I think
rendering famously does take a while, but like man,
yeah, the more isn't it like the more RAM you have, the faster it goes? I forget.
Yeah, it's basically it's primarily RAM. And when I was going to college, we kind of had fun because we had all those computers and we we all rendered each other's videos in class because it was infinitely like it took infinitely less time to do that than to just sit at home and render our like 30-second video or something. But Bubbles has got a decent computer. It's either I've never rendered with Blender, I've rendered with 3ds Max.
Render with Blender.
Yeah. So I don't know. This will be new for me. I've only ever done rendering with 3ds Max, but hopefully it doesn't take forever.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh,
You have 16 gigs of RAM, so it's probably not going to be great, but it'd be okay. I'm guessing. I don't know. I think I'm just guessing.
Introduce you to a little friend called Shift A input, the object info.
Oh, input.
My bad.
Weird little,
It's okay.
weird little.
It's okay.
I had it right the first few times, but then I fucked up.
Object info. And then here, I need to. Oh, up there with those. I'll drag it up there. Oh my god. Okay, I didn't know it was gonna move on its own. The camera pans if you're dragging an object, which I mean makes sense. It just I didn't expect it. Okay.
Little node that just does some useful things when you might need it. So you see it pop up in a few tutorials. There's a bunch of stuff here that it can do. The most useful one for us in this instance is the random input. Drop that into your base color and let's see what happens. So we've got some gray values, and it's easier to see actually when you look at the donuts. So what this has done is it has assigned a value, a random value for each individual sprinkle between 0 and 1. So because that's then being transferred to color information, it means that, for example, this sprinkle might have got a value of like 0.023, right? The robot spat that out. And then this one, this whitish looking one, maybe this was 0.89 or something like that. Okay, so it's just transferred those values into color information, which is just blacks to whites. Not very good.
I did not have that happen. Everything's red. One shade
wow. Let me take a look at that.
It's all
Oh,
one shade of red.
What?
I guess I'll let him talk a bit more and see if he
Useful right now.
mentions it.
But we can use that, those numbers in a, I'll just show you. Okay. Shift A, we're going to go converter color ramp. Probably, I mean, I might have used this node more than any other node in Blender before. It's like so versatile, used for so many things. So drop it in here between the object info and the principled. And currently it is exactly the same because it's just it's transferring that data into a gradient value of the exact same shades. But we can change this to any color that we want. And look at that. So you can very quickly see this is exactly how we're going to create sprinkles of different colors. Now,
wait, how did he change that though?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I saw that he changed it, but he was all over the place.
Exactly how we're going to create sprinkles of different colors. Now, one thing that we want shades, it's just it's transferring that
down
data
here?
into a
So just clicking on the oh yeah, because one's black and one's white, and those are like the two opposites of that value spectrum. And oh, there's like a menu thing above it, maybe 3 dots.
Menu 3 dots.
Right above the arrow, on either end. Maybe that's not it though.
Well, I've got it working now.
shades, but we can change this.
Oh, God, it's the big black bar underneath. It is that. Okay. I have just... Like, he has a whole color wheel. Mine's just all black.
Oh, you have to, on the right, there's
Here we go. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Maybe you can put an additional one. Oh, oops, what did I do?
Just as I suspected, like... Viewfinder, everything's just staying red.
What's your shade? I don't know. Yeah, that's That's really weird to me.
Yeah.
um, what the fuck? Are you? I,
Oh wait a minute. It's the icing that's changing. It's not the sprinkles.
you have the wrong. Oh, did you accidentally
I am in the
apply
Taurus.
texture?
Oh my god, I'm in the Taurus.
Ah.
Instead
okay.
of,
Okay.
I mean, I have sprinkles selected on the right, but for whatever reason, it selected the donut or the icing.
Huh.
Okay, well, Control Z all that. I can't believe I didn't even notice that was happening.
Oh. No, third color.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna worry about that being in there. If I could just figure out, I don't want just a sphere. I want all the sprinkles.
Where?
How do I select the proper thing?
Oh.
Well, now I probably have yeah, I probably have the sprinkles material in the donut or something. I'm willing to bet. Yeah, donut material. Oh my god, why is it like not selecting the sprinkles?
Oh, so you selected the sprinkles group. Try selecting the cylinder, like an individual.
Well, that definitely did do something.
Okay. Okay. And it's got a base color of red. Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay.
All the sprinkles, for some reason,
Yeah.
somehow you gave it a base color of red.
I don't even know how. Yeah, I don't even know how I did that. So, well, actually, I probably did do that when I was messing with the material itself. So actually, that's not weird because I was messing with the material. I was not really paying attention to what I was doing exactly. I just knew I was messing with it. Input, object info, connect those things. There we go. It is now not red anymore. And then the other thing, converter. I don't remember what that one was. It was in converter. I remember that.
It was a color ramp.
Okay. There we go. All right, I'm caught up. Oh well, I suppose I could change the
Sweet.
color. So varying degrees of one color.
To
Yep,
any
and
color that we want.
you can increase the number of colors that are on your slider too. Kind of fucked around and figured that one out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You can select the range. I see that.
Yes, and then you see the plus and minus. Press the
Yeah.
plus.
Okay. Oh, and then I can change that third thing to a different color. That's how you do that. Okay, I figured he would probably get in. He's probably going to get into that in a second, but yeah.
And look at that. So you can very quickly see this is exactly how we're going to create sprinkles of different colors. Now,
oh, you know what? The one on the right doesn't even have to be white. That's what he did. Okay. Okay. I was wondering. Okay. Make that one, I guess, green.
I have rainbow sprinkles.
As you should.
Fuck yeah! Pride Month.
And we're making this one violet. I feel like these colors aren't even gonna match well together, but whatever.
Oh, and then you switch between the different color nodes on the number slider on the. Okay. Oh, okay, okay. Linear. B-spline constant. Wait. Oh. Oh, that one's. Well, yeah, I like the constants. Oh, actually, yeah. Okay. Oh, are you still with me?
I'm here. Yeah. What's up?
Okay. Okay. So I was fucking around. Let me try and point it out. So in the color ramp, you see where it says RGB?
Yeah, I did see that. I did notice that earlier, actually. There are two other kinds of color modes.
Change. Or yeah, there's different kinds of color modes, but next to the RGB, change linear to constant.
Wait, what? Oh, you
Yeah.
mean next to that? Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then it gets, with constant, it gets rid of the gradation, and you get the straight colors.
If you so choose. Okay.
Yeah. And then, yeah.
Oh, that's why I was only seeing two colors. I just realized I have to like drag this out a bit. The one that was on the far right was like just not there.
Oh, that's weird.
That helped me. The fact that you had me change that to constant helped me realize that. And yeah, that does make sense. That makes more sense in this scenario. Like it's good to know about both.
Yeah.
Okay, well I'm gonna wait. Am I content? Yeah, I think I'm content. I'm gonna No, I'm not. I want black. Oh yeah, we should, instead of blue, we should be. We'll make those black. Yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah, because you get that Halloween going.
Theme. Yeah, these are.
And get your Halloweeny out.
Why do I not see these in stores? Like, why do they not make like Halloween donuts like this?
Bakeries at grocery stores do.
I guess I just never noticed.
Well, it's because they get bought up.
That's fair. I also just don't look. I actually like don't eat donuts much.
You know, I'm the fat one, and you'd think I would be the one. Oh, I really like your colors for your sprinkles, and you'd think I'd eat more donuts, but I barely touch them.
Yeah, I just don't see a point. I don't know. I've never had much of a sweet tooth, and I'm actually kind of grateful for that.
One thing you'll note looking at this is that every single sprinkle is a different shade. Like no two sprinkles have the same color right now because this is a gradient. And that's not how it works in the real world because
only
the sprinkles
custard full donuts. Those are good.
Constant icing bag, right? Or a machine with the same food dye. So basically all the blue ones would have the exact shade of blue and all the
That's exactly what he's getting he's about
to
say what you've already figured out.
So we need to change this from linear.
Yep, I'm a genius.
And now slide this across. Look at that. We are influencing what percentage now is orange or blue. And this is really cool because it means you get to work like an artist and just create a really nice, appealing looking donut very, very quickly. So I'm going to go with like a light blue over here. And then I'm going to create a new color just by hitting the plus button. And then let's give this a purple like that. And I'll make this one pink actually, same shade as our donut, why not? You'll note by the way that I'm not going like full saturation. And that's deliberate because you learn in art that, yeah, like saturation and color is quite aggressive, it's quite noisy and quite attention grabbing. And so if you use too much of it, it can be exhausting. So I tend to keep it at like 0.8. Okay, and then I'll also go over here and I'm gonna make this white. Let's go, oh, whoop, no, not like that. White, and I'm gonna create another one next to it. And this one I'm gonna make yellow, okay? So just by sliding this around, I could say like less white, more yellow, less yellow, more white. And then I can go, yeah, more blue. It's just a really simple, easy way to create the exact look you're going for.
It's going super pastel.
Awesome. Now, something, you don't have to do this next part, but it's so easy. Why not? I was looking on Pinterest on like aesthetically pleasing donuts, like trying to make this look really cool. And I saw like metallic sprinkles, and I was like, that's an interesting idea.
Hell yeah.
What if I made these white
just have
and
a
yellow
metallic
ones metallic, and then they would look silver and gold. So there is a slider in your principled BSDF technical name that just means it's the shader that does everything. And it's the metallic shader. Look at that. So if I slide this all the way to 1, all my sprinkles are now metallic. And if I slide it all the way
All
to
of
0,
them now.
then they are
Yeah.
non-metallic. And that's actually how you should use this slider. All materials in the real world are either non-metallic, also known as dielectric materials. So that would be most of the sprinkles. And then some objects are metallic, entirely
That
metallic.
looks super cool.
There are technically a few rare materials on Earth that have some blend between it, but as a rule, you should not have a value that is between 0 and 1. It should be either 0 or 1. Anyways, so what we can do with this, because we've got this color ramp information here, is I can actually just convert, like I can make a color ramp that is just black and white that just shows which sprinkle is metallic and which one isn't.
Turn down the roughness.
So, if I duplicate this, and here's a pro tip, if you use Control-Shift-D, it will duplicate it, but it will retain its connection. So it just saves you, I don't know, 1 second. And now I'm going to connect that into my metallic input. Now, currently this is wrong because this information is, it's just using, it's like color. So we need to be black and white. So this one here, because this is going to represent my dielectric colors, I'm going to set this to black. So it is non-metal. And then this I can delete, and this I can delete, because on the left-hand side of it, it's all black. Sorry, so it's all non-metals. And then over here, these two, the silver and the gold, they're going to be metal. So actually, I can delete the gold, and now that's doing exactly what it should. So we've now got
He's just showing how to have metallic ones and ones that aren't metallic.
Okay, let me.
I think that's what he's doing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it looks like.
He's kind of setting a few things up, but there's metallic. It needs to be black, and what did he do? Gold.
Oh, he did gold.
Okay, black, gold. God, now he's got them plugged in different ways now.
I'm going to go back a bit.
Random.
I'm probably going to not do this, but I'll still pay attention.
Base color, metallic. Okay, I think I'm caught up.
Because I kind of like just all the way they are. And the black ones, like, you can't tell anyway because they're black, so.
I don't see any black. I just.
On mine, there is. I was talking about mine.
Oh, let me take a look at yours real quick. Oh yeah. Oh. I see. You have. Okay.
Yeah,
You can see
like-
the metallic.
Yeah, I was just like, I kind of just like them all metallic.
Oh yeah, drop that roughness like down to 0 too.
I did,
Is it
but it
Oh, it's too
started to
much.
get
Oh.
checkered, and I don't know
Okay.
if that's going to come through in the final render, so I was like, I'll just leave some of it. I mean, I still cut it in half.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
Do you need me to go back?
I think I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
electric, non-metals, and metals. And the reason it doesn't look like metal, by the way, is because your roughness is here. So if you set it
There
all
you
the way
go.
down, you can see it starts to look a lot closer to a metallic sprinkle. And by the
Okay, his looks different than mine. When he brings the roughness all the way down, like if it looked like that, I'd be fine with it. But I mean, look, like mine just gets
Because-
checkered.
Is it because one of his sprinkles is white?
Why would that affect it?
Because then no, it's not. What the hell?
Those are the gold ones.
Oh, now his is. Okay, now his gold is white. Down
Maybe
here?
it did have
Okay.
something to do
Was-
with what he did on the bottom. Maybe if I wanted this to work properly, I do need to do what he's doing. Because the more I look at it, I don't. Well, unless I switch
Yeah,
this
because
over.
I'm not.
Let's see what happens if I do that. It looks the same.
Wait, where is my metallic? Where's metallic?
Oh.
Hold on.
Okay.
His
Oh.
metallic. Oh, it's not a slider on the metallic anymore. Okay.
Screw it. I'm just gonna do what he's doing. So he brought out another color ramp.
Oh, now my sprinkles are randomly metallic, and I did not see it before, but now I see it. So some of the sprinkles, all of my sprinkles are random colors.
Okay.
Some of them are metallic.
So that's what this does.
But that's weird, because like Why? It's only affecting certain colors now. Okay. This is so weird. I'll just pull white over and okay. So if you take a look at the two bars, okay, look at his two color ramps, and he's got that slider, right?
Yeah.
The white bar, the white slider on the bottom one, where his metallic slider.
Yeah, I'm just mimicking what he has on the screen. I think
Yeah,
I've
and
done
so
that.
if you grab that white slider and pull it to the left to color up to
Yeah,
cover
I've done
more
that.
colors,
Yeah.
those colors then become metallic.
Oh. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, well now I'm getting like some that are like checkered and some aren't.
The checkering may be just the viewport rendering.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I mean, except his doesn't look like that. That's what concerns me is I compare his to mine and I'm like, why is it different?
Oh, let me take a look at yours again. Where can you show me the checkering?
Yeah, I gotta like really get in there. I suppose it's kind of hard to tell when you're
Oh,
looking
I
at
see what you're talking about. Yeah, that's so it's rendering. You see that metal ball floating on your UI?
Yeah, that's what the reflection is. Yeah.
Yes. So that's what you're seeing in that checkering.
Okay.
Because you're zooming in so
It's
close.
pixelated?
It's pixelated.
Oh, okay. I think I'm gonna choose.
Or at least that's my hypothesis.
Still seems checkered if I zoomed out. I'm just trying to see if any of them get better or worse. It doesn't seem like it.
And it'll look much better in the render.
Yeah, I'm hoping it does. I guess we're gonna find out, huh?
Yeah.
Yes, Bush, we are on parts 8. We're on part 8, and hopefully we get to part 9 before the night's over. I think we're going to. You would think
I think so, yeah.
You would think you can get through a half hour, like 50 minutes of video content in 4 hours, you would think.
Yeah.
Although-
Okay, so what is he doing now? What's the next step?
We're moving on because I think I've mimicked what he did.
By the way, you can get the exact like position. You can go like 0.7 and then here 0.7, type it in, and then that way it's definitely correct. For whatever reason of mine, this has to be a bug. There's something weird about it, but there's one sprinkle on my donuts, probably not on yours, but it's like, it's purple up here, but then it crept over into the metallic category down here, which shouldn't be possible, but evidently it's just on my donut. I've never seen it before, but one of them has actually snuck over. Doesn't matter. It's
I'm guessing that it's just a statistic thing that he doesn't even realize that statistically it did. That's my guess. That's my uneducated guess, is that it's just like the way he's laid it out is that statistically one of them could have it and it happened. I don't know. Anyway.
That's kind of what I'm thinking too, yeah.
What it can be the rare purple metallic one. All right, but I don't want these other ones to be shiny, at least that shiny. So I'm gonna again duplicate this, Control-Shift-D. And with this, if I plug this into my roughness input, just like before, these black and white values will decide what is the roughness of the metallic and non-metallics. So this one here, I want this to be essentially the opposite of what it is. Almost entirely black, a little bit, so there's a little bit of roughness to it, like that. And then this one over here, I want this to be a lot more diffuse. Not entirely diffuse, like somewhat of a blend, because if you look at reference, which you should be modeling off reference, there is some shininess to them. So, yeah.
Okay. So he brought that up to roughness.
0.918, 0.918. Now all okay. Now I have golden sprinkles. Metallic golden sprinkles. Not many of them, but they're in there.
I'm looking here. Well, I guess I don't. I'm getting too stuck on exactly what he did. The idea is just to learn how to do things.
But that reference,
Yeah.
there is,
And yet I'm going to watch anyway.
like somewhat of a
Just
blank
make sure.
because if you look
It's
at
fun.
reference, which you
Yeah.
like that, it's entirely black. I'll just plug this in. I'm going to
Screw it.
again duplicate this.
Oh,
Control
shit,
Shift
I
D.
don't-
And with this, if I plug this into my roughness input, just
Okay,
like before,
I got that.
these black and white values will decide what is the roughness of the metallic and non-metallics. So this one here, I want this to be essentially the opposite of what it is. Almost entirely black, a little bit, so there's a little bit of roughness to it, like that. And then this one over here, I want this to be a lot more diffuse. Not entirely diffuse, like somewhat of a blend, because if you look at reference, which you should be modeling off reference, there is some shininess to them. So yeah, but that is it. So you can see very quickly, we have created some very aesthetically pleasing donuts, and have fun with it, guys. Like, create a cool looking donut. You can use whatever color combinations you want. I really do like it when people experiment and not just follow a tutorial down to a T, but like venture out there and, you know, do interesting things. So try different color combinations, try different icing colors, and you could make something that looks really cool. But that's almost it for our donut. It's pretty well done, which means we can now finally talk about rendering. So as a recap of part one, if you hit F12, that's going to put you into the rendered state. Our camera is really far away from the donut. So actually, let's first fix that. If you go to your camera view, you can just by clicking that little icon there, or by hitting number pad.
It gets super pixelated
0,
if you zoom in
that'll
on
take you there
that.
as well. This is the camera view. We're really far away. I mentioned in the start that if you use this key, this button.
I need the refresher on how he manipulates the camera.
State,
Yeah.
our camera is really far away from the donut. So actually, let's first fix that. If you go to your camera view, you can just by clicking that little icon there, or by hitting number pad 0, that'll take you there as well. This is the part where we start making.
Oh, I did not do that. I hit number pad 0 in YouTube and it started the video over.
Oh no!
Well, I learned a new thing about YouTube.
Oh, god damn it, YouTube!
It's like right here, I think.
Really far away from the donut. So actually, let's first fix that. If you go to your camera view, you can just by clicking that little icon there, or by hitting number pad 0, that'll take you there as well. This is the camera view. We're really far away. I mentioned in the start that if you use this key, this button, view, lock, camera to view, that'll let you like grab it and move it around. But there is actually another way. I didn't want to introduce you to too many keyboard shortcuts at the start, but if you hit with the camera selected, shift tilde key, that will put you in fly mode. The other way to do that, by the way, is to just go view, navigation, fly navigation there if you don't have that key. So anyway, in this mode,
my
it's
God.
now, it's almost like you're playing a video game. So
Oh.
like, it's just, I'm playing.
Well, that's with the camera. Whoa.
This makes me... Oh my god, this confuses me even more. Because you remember, because last week, when I was about to ready to throw my computer out the window, trying to figure out how to get the camera where I wanted it, they literally put this functionality in with like the camera, but they couldn't just let you do this not in the camera. I'm about ready to...
It's okay.
Shake.
He said it. There's a lot to go through, and you didn't want to give us everything all at once.
Oh, and I hope, but before the end of this, he's like, oh, by the way,
A first-person shooter looking around my scene. W is move forward, just like in a video game. A is strafe left, D is strafe right, and S is back. So WASD, just like a video game. I can also go up by hitting E and then down by hitting Q. And if it's too sensitive, like if the movement is like, you know, crazy fast, the scroll wheel also decides how far, oh goodness, there it is, okay. How fast the movement is. So scroll down if it's going too quickly for you. But yeah, I can now place the camera wherever it is I want, and then when it's there, I just click, single left click, and that's there.
Okay.
And by the way, that mode is called fly navigation, and it works
Fly
also
navigation.
not just from the camera view, but anywhere in Blender. If you ever want to just like move around, you can do.
Well, there you go. Oh wow.
Fair,
Okay,
and
well
like
I'm
fair enough, but that should have been said at the beginning. Oh my god.
it would have been nice.
Yeah, it would have
Yeah.
been real freaking nice last week.
Yeah.
Saved us like half an hour. It wasn't. I know it wasn't half an hour. It sure
use
felt
that
like
fly
it.
mode.
Well, we needed a break anyway, so.
Yeah.
So shift tilde key for that. All right, so we do a render, we get something that looks hideous. Why is that? Well, for starters, it's not a very, the scene has just got one light in it. But the primary reason, and by the way, yes, that's the rendered view mode, but also if you go to rendered view shading up there, this is the exact replica of that.
I have to remember how to close out of the. I look at my screen. I have this. I forgot how this. Oh yeah. No, I just dragged it in from the left. Okay, never mind. Never mind.
Oh,
But just in the viewport.
I
Okay.
figured it out.
Now, the primary reason this looks bad is because of the renderer. Okay, so Blender's default render engine, if you go to your render properties, is called Eevee. Now, Eevee is fast, but it is not accurate. If you are
That
familiar
explains
with
why that
games,
took
most
like
of you
2
probably are,
seconds.
Eevee
Yeah.
is basically a game engine, so it's designed to be really fast. Probably not 60 frames per second, but really, really fast. And it's in terms of
It's a Pokemon.
the renderer types, there's usually actually, you call them like real time is what this type is, and that is a rasterized render engine. And then you have ray traced or path traced engines, sometimes called offline renderers, which are a lot
The
more
buzzword of the
accurate,
last 5
but
years.
much slower. So this is good if you don't really care about realism. Like maybe you're making a title effect for a TV, thing or whatever, or you're on a really tight deadline, you just want to get something out fast, you can use Eevee. Now you can make it look better than what we have. Like for example, I think because we're using like really small sizes for our donut, you want to increase your cube size and then your lamp, the bias. There you go. You set that all the way to 0.
Okay.
fuck is he?
He's still in that tab. Oh, did you
cube
not
size
find it?
lamp?
It's like a.
What?
It looks like the back of a digital camera. The icon on the right, where like materials and world and everything are.
Materials. Okay.
Yeah, you got to click on the. It's called render. It looks like the viewfinder or the
he's in
camera of a digital camera.
Oh, I was in the render tab. He's still in the layout tab. Okay,
Oh, wait,
render.
is he in layout? I'm in shading. Oops. I was
modifiers.
doing all of that in shading. Oh my god, I went on the inside of a donut. Okay.
What the fuck does he have selected?
Yeah, okay.
The hell?
Oh my god.
Object mode, layout. Why is he in this light? Did he have to select his light?
I don't know, I'm just so happy about
Okay.
that. I'm just so happy about the game mode, quote unquote.
All right, I've
I'm
got a light.
freed of my shackles.
Point. Okay, his menu. That's what it was. I had needed to select his light or my light. He did not specify that.
I should make a
But
hotkey
yeah.
for that. I think I'm gonna make a hotkey for that. I mean a hotkey. Anyway, I'll do that later. I'll figure that out later.
Shift tilde.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, I have like 6 programmable. What do you call them? Macros.
Oh, the macro keys. Yeah,
Not even the Stream Deck. I mean, like, literally on my keyboard.
that's cool.
Yeah. You spend $200 on a Corsair keyboard. It better have.
Might as well
frickin-
get a few macro keys. Yeah.
Okay.
And now it's more appropriate for this size. We've got shadows, but it's
Oh yeah, I didn't do any of what he said.
still all the way. Want to get some effect for a TV,
So anyway, yeah, you get in there
Yep.
and then you have a bunch of options. I gotta look at what ones he picked again. I suppose technically I could just play around with them, but
I don't know that he changed anything, did he?
he changed some stuff. He added some shadows, I think, and well, not I think, he definitely did, because we don't have any shadows. Also, I should probably just like drag these over a bit, center them more.
The fuck is he looking at now?
Where are you?
Oh, there it is. The scene. Okay. Shadows. Soft shadows.
G.
Okay.
I'm just
What's next?
I'm actually sliding my donuts over so that no, don't delete. What the hell? Oh, I didn't hit G first. I knew it was gonna. Oh, they both did that. What the hell? Okay, well. All right. Well, it's doing this thing where if it gets too close to the plane, it's like locking into it. Whether I'm doing it freely or on you know.
Oh, it's you have snapping on, I think.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, there's a little magnet
Yeah, I
icon.
see
Turn
it.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. I kind of wish in the free mode I could just like use WSAD to help move it where I want. I mean, it's fine that I can't, but it'd just be nice. It'd be a bonus. Okay. And then down a bit. That's not down. That's down.
No, Z, yeah.
Yep. Okay. That's better. And then the camera. I'm gonna move the camera. I'm really gonna learn that shift tilde, that's for sure.
God, my phone.
Okay. Nah, that's too high. Okay. Okay, I'm good.
So we're gonna
Wait, well, I mean, I'm good. When I say I'm good, I mean I'm ready to figure out which things he checked.
Or you're on a really tight deadline, you just want to get something out fast, you can use EV. Now you can make it look better than what we have. Like for example,
data?
I think because we're using like
I have a feeling he's going to show these things and then we're not even going to actually use them in this scenario, but it's just good to know anyway.
Yeah.
really small sizes for our donut, you want to increase your cube size, and then your lamp, the bias. There you go. You set that all the way to 0, and now it's more appropriate for this size. We've got shadows, but it's still not great. We don't, for
Hold
example,
on.
What's up?
He said increase your cube size. He didn't say to how much.
Probably just whatever you feel like.
Okay, and then something lamp.
Yeah, the lamp bias has to be set to 0. And the lamp is literally the light bulb. Oh, make sure you're not in... Oh, probably click on light. And then... I'm looking.
Yeah, I've got my light selected. And lamp bias, where is that?
Where
do you find the lamp bias?
He's under point. And I think the shadow tab. There's a shadow thing. Click on the caret to open it up. And then you bring the bias down to 0.001. There's a bias slider. You're not seeing it?
I see the okay, I'm in the scene. I'm in the render tab. Oh wait, no, he's in a different. No, he's in. Where is he?
So
I can't
click on the light.
I can't tell.
In your scene collection, click on the light.
The light bulb. Oh, the data.
Select the
data
light.
tab.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, it is called data. I probably could have hovered over that.
I was clicking on my actual light. Oh, okay. Shadow.
Yep. There are only 2 options: clip start and bias.
Clip start.
Ignore clip start. Just drag bias all the way to the left.
Left. Okay.
It'll say 0.001.
0.001. Gotcha.
Okay. And then I need to go back and do the other thing.
We'll have shadows on shadows, but there you go. It's for our donut. Have, like for example, I think the EV. Now you can make it look better than what we have. Like for example, I think because we're using like really small sizes for our donut, you want to increase.
I'm assuming he has the donuts selected. Just,
I don't think he has anything selected at the moment, actually.
you think he doesn't?
Yeah. If anything, his light. No, that's what it is. He has his light source selected.
Oh, this is still with the lights. Okay.
Yep. I don't know why it took me a second to figure that out, but yeah.
Wait, then, but why? Hold up, that can't be right. Because the settings are all different. Unless I'm in the wrong thing.
For example, I think you can use EV.
Oh, duh, the render tab.
No.
Yeah. I don't see shadows though.
There's a shadows tab within the render workspace.
Yeah, I'm in the render workspace.
Let me see.
And like I'm
It's-
seeing everything else. Oh, it's under curves apparently. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. I just literally just wasn't seeing it.
Now you can make it look better than what we have. Like for example, I think because we're using like really small
Like he literally just maxed out his cube size,
Gotcha.
I think.
sizes for our
Yep.
donut,
Yep.
you want to increase your cube size and then your lamp, the bias. There you go. You set that all the way to 0.
I am
0.
getting nothing but at the same. But to be fair, I don't actually know where my light is. Oh, it's up there. Hey, get down here. Gee. Is it different if I bring it down? No. Still don't actually see shadows.
Oh, let me take a look.
Light threshold? He didn't say to touch that, but
Zoom in on your big sprinkles.
yeah,
No shadows yet.
well, you don't really see the shadows on his either in the sprinkles. It's just the
I see him on mine.
Oh, you do?
Yep. Drop your light source closer to the donuts.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's probably still the light
Oh.
source. I mean, I did bring it closer. I also think I increased the radius. I think.
Oh, that's very far away. Holy shit.
Or else
Yeah, bring that shit like.
take your word for it.
Yeah.
Man, I feel like I cannot use anything other than free. I don't know.
You have to kind of develop
I didn't.
where you are in your scene, I guess.
You would think that at this stage of my life, I would have depth perception looking
Well,
at a
you-
2D screen.
Oh. That's right. That's right. This fucked up people in class a lot. You don't have true depth perception when you're looking
At
in a 3D
at a-
space.
the-
So
Yeah. It's,
like you were dragging your light source and you're kind of zigzagging it around all over the place
yeah.
because you move your cursor in a 2D way, but
Yeah.
it works in 3D space and it never really translates that well. So
Yeah.
if you're moving, I'd like to recommend keeping your cameras on one of the isometric views, like top or left or front.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, I already kind of figured that.
Yeah.
I will wait. The description you gave, I already kind of figured it was the case, but it's like I'm surprised just how true that is. Like, well, I think it was more
Yeah.
like I think it was more like literally. Like even when I'm using the XYZ buttons after grabbing it, like
Yeah.
I think like, oh yeah, that looks like I brought it pretty close, and then I change my perspective, and it's like it's like a mile away all of a sudden. I'm like, wow,
It's like a lesson in life.
yeah, oh my god, yeah.
That's why I became communist.
Yeah. God, my shadows are still not there.
let's see, where is my light source? I have mine fairly close. Like right, that should be close enough though. Go to the lamp tab. Wow. Oh, select your light.
Okay.
Yeah. Color power is 1,000 watts. Yeah, that should be normal. Okay. Maybe you've got some kind of viewport. Oh my God, that's why. You've got X-ray mode on. Yeah, toggle that shit off.
Wait, well, that did,
It's the blue square. Yeah.
it did something
Okay.
different.
So
Viewport
that'll.
shading material preview. Do I want to change that? Oh, to rendered.
Yeah, that's the one I've
Oh,
got.
there. Yep. Okay, that definitely did something. What do you?
Oh, well, I had the other one.
Okay, and then my light. Is my light too bright?
Yes. So raise it up. Just pop it further up.
The radius. Oh, how did I do that? I accidentally did it, and I'm like, you know what? That's cool. Go ahead and do that. And now
Oh,
here we go.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
well, how'd you do it? Oh,
Yeah, you click on the radius, and then you can increase or reduce it.
How? Where? I don't have that.
Did
I
you
don't have a radius.
Click on your
control.
light. Click on your light, and it just
Yeah.
holds up.
Well,
Actually,
there's
I
my
see it. I
light.
see it even if it's not selected. I literally don't even need the light selected. I can just do it whenever.
I have no idea what the fuck is going on with your light. that is unique.
I won
What?
the golden install of Blender.
Yeah, I guess. What the fuck did you do to get that? Huh.
I have been selected to own the Blender factory. Okay. Well, okay. Well, I figured it out, and my shadows look awesome, actually. So they look way better than his. I don't know why, but I'm not going to complain.
And now it's more appropriate.
Yeah.
I don't know. I literally don't know. I did exactly what he did.
He is in that. Oh my God, I was off.
This size. We've got shadows, but it's still not great. We don't, for example, have shadows on any of our
Yours aren't
sprinkles,
great.
because it's just too fine a detail. And the shadow itself, it's just like a blurry mess. So it's just a fakery, and it's just like what's going on with video games. I will briefly mention also that Blender 4.1, which is what this is here, it's in alpha state at the time of this recording. I've been using 4.0 for this whole recording, but this is 4.1, and it's Eevee, but it's completely rewritten, and it is better, right? So the shadows are better. There is actually even some bounce lighting happening, but it's kind of...
Oh, his did get better. Yeah.
My shadows don't really look like that. You know what, maybe...
I'll look again and see when his changed.
He's better. State at the time of this Blend just like a blurry mess. So it's just a fakery, and it's just like what's going on with video games. I will briefly mention also.
Are you serious? He just jump cut to when they look better.
Yeah.
Why?
So
I don't know. I'll let him talk, though.
4.1, which is what this is here. It's in alpha state at the time of this recording. I've been
He's showing off 4.1. That's why. Okay.
But this is 4.1.
Okay.
And it's Eevee, but it's completely rewritten. And it is better, right? So the shadows are better. There is actually even some bounce lighting happening, but it's kind of like a fake bounce lighting. And it's definitely better, but it's still not great. So that is the limitation. It's fast, but it is not great. And that's what you get with rasterized real-time engines. So there is another render engine. To go to your render engine settings and click the drop down. Ignore Workbench. That's for like...
Man, I remember like 2010 when my PC friends were talking about how cool rasterization is, and they were showing me videos and stuff. And now we're looking at it in 2023 or 24. Like, it's like, oh yeah, it's kind of crappy. It's not a big deal.
It's like basically rendering your viewport, really, for technical stuff. Cycles. So those are the two main engines of Blender. You got Cycles and you've got Eevee. Cycles is what's known as an offline renderer or a path traced, also known as ray traced engine. Now, this looks way better than what we had before. You'll notice, for
Mine looks like PS1 graphics. Well, not PS1. That's an exaggeration, but it looks like a very well rendered cutscene from a 1993 PC game. Let's go with that one.
Yeah, and that's because this is the sample rendering, mind you.
Oh,
This is not the full rendering.
This is not. Yeah, this is not them actually taking the final picture. Okay.
example, that all of our sprinkles have shadows. Apologies if my recording gets a little choppy. It's because it's using the CPU to... Anyway, you can see it's got proper shadows on things. There's actually bounce lighting, right? That's like coming off.
Honestly, it's kind of an aesthetic. Just because of what I said. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It looks nice. I like it.
Yeah.
This table here, and it's going underneath the donut, so it's like it's shooting around inside here and it's shooting back and it's going over here, which is exactly what happens in the real world, and it's really important for realism to get that bounce. I mean, any room, any architecture, you basically have to use cycles to do it, because that's how you get proper lighting like in the real world. But you get all this for free at the cost of speed. So you'll notice as I move around, whilst my recording goes choppy, that it starts grainy and then it kind of refines itself. And if you look in the top left-hand corner, you've got something that says samples. So as you leave it rendering longer, it's rendering more samples. Essentially, it's just like the computer's just chewing through it. There's technical ways to explain.
His does still look better than mine, though. Now that he's explained how the rendering part of it works. Because I watch it, every time you change it, it has to re-render. And it,
And then it kind of recalculates everything.
Yeah, but then it says rendering done on mine and it still looks like that. I mean, it's...
Yeah, that's because, and I think he's going to go into it in a little bit, but cycles mean... and you can kind of notice it where you see it starts out grainy and then it gets a little better.
Yeah.
Better. And that is because it takes additional cycles to process. And then, according to the settings that it runs at, it hits its maximum cycle and it no longer continues to try and refine.
I'm looking to see if any of my settings are different from his, and I don't think he changed anything.
They might actually be in a different window of settings. The render settings are going to be very, very complicated and well beyond just this little window that you see on the right here.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I think we'll get into those details now.
Yeah, probably.
But that's the simplest way to think of it. And it'll get clearer as the longer you leave it. Now, there is actually two ways to calculate this. One is to use your CPU, which is what it's on by default. Another is to use your GPU, which is grayed out by default. So let's fix that. Go to Edit Preferences and then go to System, and you can see at the top there, Cycles, Render Devices. So try switching to one of these tabs and see what you get. If you have a device like myself that is a GPU that is supported, then you can render on that and it'll be way faster. So just as an FYI, CUDA is NVIDIA, and it's for like cards, like I think 1080 backwards, so like 90s, 800s, I think.
That's what you need then.
CUDA. Optics was around the 2000 series. Further
Optics
on. So
is what I
Optics
need
is the one that you
for
use
my
if you're
30.
using a video card today. HIP is for AMD cards, and then you got one API. And I think actually on Apple devices you'll have a metal option. But see what you have.
Oh yeah.
And then see if you can render
I'm
with.
vaguely aware of the whole Apple Metal thing just because of my phone, and like when I was.
I'm not familiar with it.
Yeah, which is understandable. Why would you be if you don't use Apple at all? I only know because like back when I was waiting for this current phone, they went into it because they were all like they just talking about the whole gaming aspect of the 15 Pro model, like when they were like, oh my god, you can play Resident Evil on it and stuff. I like the.
That's great, but still a tiny fucking screen.
Oh yeah. Oh man, it was. Well, I got Village when it came out because it was like $20 at the time.
Of course you
the
did.
Well, yeah,
that's fair. That's fair.
I made a literal video on it, and
Yes, you did. I saw it.
yeah, it did have a lot of crashes. I think they did patch that like shortly after I made that video, but
Okay.
I mean, he was still impressive. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, like, I just like tech. I like just watching videos on like old tech and like this new stuff that's coming out. Like I still thought like all of that was neat, like what Apple was doing with the phone and everything. You know, it's like
Yeah.
even if like
Well,
no
I
one,
mean,
even
I
if
am always impressed that
yeah,
they included LiDAR technology, and I thought that
yeah,
was very, very creative.
yeah. I wish Samsung would make an equivalent, or else I would never would have switched. But
Yeah.
here I am.
with that, because that with GPU on now, it'll going back to this, it might actually, the first time you use your GPU, it will say, I think at the top left hand corner, doing this for the first time, it'll do some pass, it'll be really slow, it might take like 2 minutes, but then after you've done that, every time you open Blender, you should never need to do it again. So it might be slow the first time you activate it, but it should be faster. Now this is way faster than what we had before. Like you can see how quickly it's
Yeah, it is faster for me too.
clearing through those samples. It's basically real time. It's in fact, actually, so that noise that I mentioned, right? It's still there, but when you render and also in your viewport, you can use a denoiser. So it's
He has the denoise on in his viewport. That's probably.
Oh, hold on. Let's see.
I do not have that checked. And oh, yeah, that's marginally better. Yes. Okay.
That was in here.
Emphasis on marginally.
Denoise. Okay, I've got that. All right.
I have it for render, but not viewport. Anyway.
It's actually not that new. It's like 3-4 years old. I think we started using AI denoisers. NVIDIA released their one for optics, and since then,
That is a lot better. Oh my God, that's a lot better. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Intel have come out with one, and it basically takes that noisy image, it uses some of the information from the 3D renderer to clear it out whilst preserving the detail. So if you can actually turn it on in the viewport by hitting the denoise one. If you've got an NVIDIA card, it'll be way better. If you don't, it'll have to use the Intel denoiser, which is a lot slower. But you can see the noise is practically gone, right? So this is almost real time, which is really, really cool. Now, obviously, not all of you are as lucky, right? I've got 4 3090s. I started though on a Pentium 3, I think back in 2003. And I mean, look, they made Toy Story on computers that you couldn't even sell today because they would be just garbage. Maybe you could for like nostalgic. Anyways, the point is that
Definitely
everybody, when they start 3D,
nostalgia
is using a
collectors.
device which is crappy. Don't let it limit you, or don't think, oh, I can't use 3D until I get a better computer. A graphics card is definitely one of the best investments you can make if you're thinking like, I want to do this as a career. This is definitely for me. I'm really enjoying this. It's definitely a good investment because you will be able to produce more renders throughout the day faster, but it is not essential. You can get by with just a CPU. It just means that when you do your render, your final render, instead of it being, you know, done in an hour, you might have to leave it overnight.
That is, I thought RAM was number one, and then I assumed GPU would be like a close second, but apparently the GPU is the important part.
Yeah, for the rendering, but for like actual
For
development,
doing
like
it
you don't
fasting.
need to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like he was saying. It's like, well, I mean, I knew that too. I knew it wasn't necessary. It was just like if you want it to not take like 3 days for a render, like get a better card.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Unfortunately, the most expensive thing to get for a computer, especially
Yeah.
especially in
Especially now.
like the last 4 or 5 years.
In the past, when I started with Blender, I was making crappy renders at like 600 by 4.
That's a whole other conversation, because I think we're at the point where like Nvidia and AMD were like eating so well for so long that they think they can just get away with whatever now, between the supply chain shortages and then the GPU mining before that, you know? Like they're just like, people will just pay whatever the hell they want. We never have to go back to decently charged cards. It sucks. But
400 resolution, and I was rendering for over a week just to do a really crappy basic animation. So don't let it hinder you. It's totally normal that you'll have a bad computer. If it's for you in the future, definitely worth investing in a card that is fast. Also, if you want to know which card to buy, Blender actually put together an open benchmark. So if you go to opendata.blender.org or click the link in the description, you can see it's showing you
Yeah.
all of the people that have done this benchmark, what have their devices been and what are the times that you can expect. So you can see actually mine is at the bottom. It's the 3090, but it's
It's people's real-time data too. It's not like just, you know, some numbers a company made up. Which is nice.
I've got 4 of them, so
Yeah.
it's obviously churning through it faster. The fastest is, I mean, basically it's going to be the top card or like
Like
the
no,
go-to.
like no
NVIDIA
crap.
is just crushing it. I think where is the AMD? They used to be on. I think
Oh my
AMD
God, AMD's not even on
mention
there.
You've also got CPUs on this side, but
Jeez.
essentially, I mean, just buy the top like gaming card.
That
Usually
sucks.
that's the one. But do go here, check it out if you want. All right, so we're going to be using Cycles for the rest of this tutorial. And we'll really dive into it in the next part, but I just want to quickly, my lamp is way away. So let's just bring that in closer just so that we can see things. And you can actually clear the rotation of an object to make it appear at the center of your 3D scene by tapping Alt-G. Okay, so
Okay.
now, hey, look, that's actually kind of cool.
It is actually. Yeah.
I'm going to move
What did
my
he just
lamp over to here.
If you click on your light and hit Alt-G, it's gonna put it back at the center point of the whole. Oh, whatever.
Oh,
Oh,
that
W
is
stream.
really nice.
Oh, W stream. Thank you, Koto. Yeah, this is a very interesting process for us to learn how to do this.
Here, just check my recordings. Yeah, my recording's not being affected. And I'll just now reduce the strength of this because it's obviously now way closer. But look at that, like look at the shadow that we get coming off this donut. It's like properly tapered. It's not like some fakery, so it's like tight here and then it's like really faded at the end there. That kind of stuff is really difficult to do with a rasterized real-time engine like Eevee. And you also get like all of this proper, like look at the shadows on the sprinkles, the reflections is actually true. It's not like guessing and fakery. Yes, it's a type of fakery, but it's much more accurate. Anyways, I like Cycles. I'm a Cycles guy. I think most people actually are. The first version of Eevee was not that great. Eevee Next in 4.1 might be better. We'll see. But yeah, the first version of Eevee was not really that great. Now, one thing you might notice looking at your donut, they're going to make one big tweak to this, is that it kind of feels hard. Like the donut doesn't give this kind of like soft feeling to it. And the reason for that is the material. So by default, all materials are, yeah, kind of like hard materials, but fleshy objects like humans as well as food have subsurface scattering. So I'll throw some reference photos here. But you can see this is my hand. I had light coming in like as I was eating breakfast, and I can see the light is actually going through my fingers, right? So that's light that is like, yeah, it's a mushy, fleshy object. So it's passing through it, scattering amongst all the other atoms in the finger, and it's the light is going through to the other side. You also see it in a lot of food. So took these photos at a party. Yes, I am that guy. But you can see that's how you get light that goes to the opposite sides. My daughter was eating a banana, and I was like, look at that banana. Look at that subsurface scattering right there. So donuts and icing have that. And we can do that. We can add that, sorry, by going to the materials. And then down here, you've got
Imagine just using those terms.
Oh gosh. Subsurface scattering.
Just literally at a park with somebody. Look at the subsurface scattering on that flower. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, so here, the biggest one to turn it on, and just like Metallic, apparently, this is, by the way, a new setup for 4.0, but just like Metallic, it's supposed to be a weight of either 0 or 1. All right, now when you do 1, it's...
Wait, where? Where was that?
Okay, so
I gotta go back.
They turned this, by the way,
it's
biggest
in
one to
the
turn-
material tab.
Oh, okay.
Scroll down to surf.
Material on... if it's in the-
Subsurface. It's the.
anything selected.
I currently have a sprinkle selected, but I'm not sure if it matters. Let me see. Hold on. No, it does not matter.
I do not have a materials tab without having...
The material, really? Hold on.
Here, let me... Oh, look at that. It magically appeared after I clicked on a cylinder.
Yours looks way better than mine does.
It does?
Am I missing steps? Like,
Mine looks better on my stream than... when if you saw mine like on my computer... Oh my god, I just realized. Is it because I'm looking at it from a 1080p screen? Oh, that's probably why. That's why it looks like it does, probably. I didn't even think about that. It's like probably rendering a like...
Well, here's the other thing. Like, I switched back to Eevee to do some work,
Yeah.
and then I switched back
Switch
to
back
Cycles.
again, and it looks...
But now it looks like dog shit.
I'm curious if that'll happen to me too. Like, Eevee, I actually get a clear image, and I don't know why.
He noise.
No, it looks the same. I did the same thing, and it looks the same.
The fuck?
Oh, what was I doing again?
Turn it
I'm gonna go
on
back and
and
look at
just
these.
by going to the
I'm not
material.
gonna move on. I'm just like looking again.
Materials,
Yeah.
and then down we can ring right there. So donuts and icing have that, and we can do that. We can add that, sorry, by going to the materials, and then down here you've got subsurface. Okay, so here and down here you can do that. We can add that, sorry, by going to the materials, and then
He has the icing selected. That's...
Okay.
Okay.
down here you've got subsurface. Okay, so here the biggest one to turn it on, and just like metallic, apparently this is by the way a new setup for 4.0, but just like metallic, it's supposed to be a weight of either 0 or 1. All right, now when you do 1, it suddenly turns either 0 or turn it on subsurface. Okay, so here
Of course,
yeah.
it would be under surface.
the biggest one to turn it on, and just like metallic, apparently this is by the way a new setup for 4.0, but just like metallic, it's supposed to be a weight of either 0 or 1. All right, now when you do 1, it suddenly turned blue, and you're like, what the hell happened there? That's because the radius, this radius, is this is your X, Y, Z, but also it's your R, G, and your B in this case.
Oh.
And these values are
What?
different because
Oh,
it's
I'm
just-
sorry. I didn't end up going ahead. I said I wasn't going to go ahead, and then I just got focused. I just got laser locked in.
I'm following along. I'm just a little puzzled with what I'm going through.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. It's...
I've no like it was it. I didn't. I added subsurface. No, my sprinkles look blocky, so I smoothed them out by adding geometry. Right.
Yeah.
And then I came back and okay, so I'm in the render tab. I just I've got my denoise going, right?
Yeah.
I switched from Cycles to Eevee to do all that work. I go back to Cycles, and like none of my reflections are like I see. Everything just looks wrong. I don't know.
Now that you mention it, my sprinkles are blocky too. I didn't even...
designed for s-
I literally saw it, but it didn't register until you set it for yourself.
Like he's got like this fuzzy atmospheric look to it, and mine looks like a cheap video game now.
Yeah. Mine still looks like a 90s game. And I don't know why. Well, I mean, I don't know. I think it still has something to do with the fact that I'm probably rendering on a 1080p screen. Rendering it, just not, different resolutions or whatever. A higher resolution on a lower resolution screen, I assume that has an effect. Although to be fair, my UI looks very clean, so I mean, I'm still not sure. I'm just guessing because I don't know what else.
Like everything looks like I don't know.
It does.
Let's just continue though. Maybe I'm missing something.
Yeah.
skin by default. So this is a great setup if you've got skin with blood inside, but we don't. So click drag down and then just set these values to 1. All right, so now it's closer to the material. Still looks
Subsurface
weird,
radius,
and that's because the scale of this is wrong. It's saying that the thickness of the object is 5 centimeters, but this icing is not that. So let's make this 0.01, and now you can see it looks a lot closer. It's still a little dark, because I think it's not 1 centimeter thick, so let's go 0.005. And now we can see it's pretty close to its original material. The biggest difference is if I just zoom right
Well,
in
this
here.
is looking a little better.
Let's set it to what it was before. See how it's hard? It almost feels like, it just feels like concrete, right? But then you set this to 1, and look at that. The shadow just starts to feel a little softer, and you get this bleed effect where kind of like the shadow gets like an edge to the shadow, where it gets a little more.
Okay.
Did you say, oh, to what he said, or like, oh, you figured it out?
Well, I'm responding to him. I haven't figured out why I
Oh.
have no reflections. Maybe, hold on. Metallic color ramp, roughness color ramp. No, that's all right, because that's in the shading tab.
My God, yeah, I want to fix like the fact that my cylinders are like not.
Okay, so in the shading tab it looks normal. But if I go to layout, it doesn't look, it looks like shit. What the fuck is going on?
Did I like forget to add a modifier to my cylinders or what?
Huh. The cylinders, the sprinkles, they have like ridges.
Yeah, look at them.
Yeah. I had to go back and add. Why is this not tabbing where I want it to? There's you. Yep. Okay, so select one of those. Go to the modifier. Add modifier.
Generate. Yeah, subdivision surface, right?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yep. Subdivision surface and go 2-2.
Okay. Yeah, that's better. It's better on the one that it changed. I just got to do it with all of them.
Yeah.
And then apply. I mean, it's still.
Am I just in the wrong?
It's not as smooth as his, but it's definitely better.
Oh my god, I'm not in viewport shading. All right, well I'm caught up.
Oh, you were just okay.
Everything was fine all along.
Okay, great. Actually, now that you mention it. Well, yeah, rendered. Yeah, you need rendered, right? For viewport shading?
The
rendered one?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just double checking. That was what I was in. Okay.
Dude.
Honestly, I should probably do like 4. Honestly, 4 looks smooth enough.
You probably won't need more than 3 like ever, and the rest of that I think ends up getting smoothed out with a smooth modifier.
Okay.
On top of that. But I liked the excess. I kept the geometry because I like it.
Yeah.
But now that I'm looking at yours, I'm thinking, nah, I think you're right. It's, oh shit, kind of smooth.
It depends on what you're going for, really.
Yeah.
Because, like, yeah, he's teaching us how to do these donuts a particular way, but technically, I mean, as long as you learn the material, not that material, like, as long as you learn how to do things, I think it's up to your own personal flair you want to give it.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Okay, let me zoom in on these.
I'm scared to subdivide again.
Okay.
Now that I applied to the one. Can you just do it again? It's not It's not going to overlap. It's like just going to change the previous setting or whatever.
When you apply it, you've changed it, but I don't like to apply until the very, very, very end of the project because it saves the processor and the GPU.
Oh, that's fair.
But yeah, so have a subdivision, then after that, I'm going to try adding a smooth. It's a deform smooth.
Kind of curious if my computer can handle that. I guess it's kind of... I say that, but it's also like I'm kind of scared that if I don't... I guess I don't know better, so I'm scared that if I don't apply it now, something's going to go wrong, and then it's like... You know, I'm acting like it's such a hard thing to do. It's not even a hard thing to do if I did hypothetically have to select these things again. Or whatever.
Yeah, it takes time to get used to the tools, but you know, you're getting used to the tools, yeah.
You know, when you put it that way, even if I do have to do things the second time, that's at this stage that's just gonna help me because
Yeah.
the more it's repetition. I mean, it's repetition.
Practice.
Yeah. Okay. I did that thing.
Okay,
They
so I'm
look
gonna
better now.
try putting my smooth on. And I think it made it smooth. Jump that factor up. It's tough to tell. Uh-oh.
How do you smooth again? You mean solidify? Oh no, there's a literal smooth in under deform.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Ooh.
that's what I thought we were using.
I think that was solid. I think it was solidify under generate.
Ah, okay. Okay. Smooth, add modifier, generate.
But then what does smooth do? Yeah, you're making me wonder now. Because I saw it too.
It's the surface thick. That is to make the surface thick.
Oh, you're right. That is what that is. So you were probably right about smoothing. The question is
Okay.
which smooth?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Deform was how we made the curly sprinkle.
Yeah, because you just put in a simple deform.
Yeah. That's what I meant. Simple deform, yeah.
Yeah, and it was curve on that one.
I'm kind of curious. I'm just gonna hit Control Z if it doesn't work. Wait, which one?
Smooth corrective as for still preserving the volume. Yeah, smooth corrective. Okay. And we increase the factor
I
to...
see no change.
I see no change either.
Whatever.
What about the scale? No. Repeat? No. I used to know how to do this shit. God damn it. Hold on. It's gonna bug me.
It's okay. Worst case, do what they taught you in school.
Yeah.
Look up a forum.
It's exactly what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
Object shade smooth.
That was the one thing that stuck with me, like way back in 2011 when I actually was gonna learn IT. That was like the one thing they were like, we're basically gonna teach you how to learn how to look stuff up.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna teach you how to memorize everything.
Okay, right click your sprinkle and then just select shade smooth.
He did teach that.
Yeah. Now, what's the difference? Shade smooth or shade auto smooth?
I think I don't remember auto smooth. I just remember shade smooth. Although, wait, you said right click and then what?
Yeah, right. Select the
menu.
object, right click the object, and then
you
shade smooth.
Select first and then right click.
Yep.
I don't see shade smooth.
Let's see. I can change the angle. Smooth. The whole shape will still look angulous on its borders if you need to round it. Subdivision surface. Okay, so that's just as good as it gets.
This probably is. I feel like we already did that probably in the earlier stage.
I think you might be right. Yeah.
I would think that when he had us make these cylinders, we already did that. Although I'm actually kind of annoyed that I don't remember how I did it before. Right click. Kind of just want to remember now because I have all these other weird options, but I have nothing that like changes how it looks. Oh, no, I don't have the hierarchy selected. I have an actual object selected. Right click it. And then what you see on my stream is the menu I have.
And then we'll go here. Shift tilde to kind of get a little bit of a fly going on.
God, now that we're like this far in the project, I'm like actually like literally like excited looking at. Like
Yeah.
it's like we're doing things.
I know, right? I'm back here. Okay.
Even if my image is not as clear as his, I still don't know what's up with that.
So this is looking a lot better. So yeah, that answers that question, and I think I'm finally ready to continue.
Yeah. Nick, continue.
More
So we're actually nearing the end. We're pretty much at the end of this video, actually,
saturated and
Oh.
pinker,
which is great.
and that's subsurface.
Oh, actually, after this, we should probably take a break because it's going to be 8.
Oh, good
Which
idea.
is
Okay.
It's like perfect,
Scatter.
actually.
You don't have to tell it how to do that. It just does it. So you set the weight to 1, these to 1, and then you just set your scale to whatever it is you want. And I'm also going to do it for my sprinkles. So I'm just going to click on one of my sprinkles, and yeah, right in here for the subsurface, I'll just do the same thing. Set the weight as 1, these radiuses to 1, and then I'll use a really low value here. Like let's go 0.02. And now you can see, because these sprinkles are, yeah, it's like icing, right? It's just the exact same thing. Yeah, we want some of the light to pass through it. And we don't actually have to bother setting up that, that color ramp system for the metal, because metals, automatically that shader, when you set it to 1, it means it's going to cancel any subsurface scattering that would have appeared there. So we don't have to bother with it. The subsurface is not going to happen on metals. But you can see it starts to feel a lot softer, a lot, I don't know, more pleasing, more delicious looking, like real food.
I'm assuming because they're all linked, you just do it to one and it does it to all.
That's kind of what I was thinking too, right?
Yeah, I think
it just worked.
Yeah. So like when we applied that modifier, it was actually to all of the cylinders.
Yeah.
I keep calling them cylinders. I mean, well, because
the modifiers, no, because we did not link modifiers. We linked materials.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Food, because that's really one of the telltale signs of food is subsurface scattering. Awesome.
Sweet.
So in the next part, we're going to start really building out the scene. What I want to do though, at the end of this video, I want to give you some homework, and that is to try to model this plate. Now we're going to do it actually in the next part, but it's simple enough, and it's actually possible to use all the tools that I've mentioned in this this series so far to model this yourself. Now the reason I'm trying to give this as homework is that once this tutorial finishes, that's how it's going to be. You're going to have to try to solve problems on the fly. So it definitely helps solidify learning if you can try to apply it by yourself. So have a go. It doesn't matter if you get stuck or you fail at it terribly, because you can just click the next part and see how it's done. But have a go at it now, because then you'll start to, you'll just retain the information a lot better. Anyways, go ahead, click here.
I feel like I'm going to end up like rewatching these videos until I get sick of them in order to like retain the information. Like, even though it's like a lot of, I don't know, I got to make it myself, because it's, well, I mean, you know.
I've done that. I mean, we are rewatching these things.
I think for me, it's got to be a mix of rewatching and actually applying what I learn. Like, that's how I've always been. It's like, I've got to be a mix of like, you know, like even when I was in like math, like you had to like explain the concept to me, and then you had to just start doing a problem. And then I'm like, oh, I get it. Like I needed those two things together, and like my brain just links them together and it clicks.
That makes sense. Okay, well, let's go to break and we'll be back in a little bit.
Yep. We'll be back.
BRB, intermission. back time. Break time? Back time? Live playing time.
Do you guys know that in 2022, Blender was downloaded 17 million times? Crazy
Ow.
number. It's not the total number of users, because some people are downloading every release in the year, and then others are using a release from years prior. But
Yeah.
the best guess of Blender's total user size is about 10 million. 10 million Blender users. But I now have to follow it with some rather sad news. Only about 3,600 of them are actually contributing to the Blender Development Fund. That means, and this is the scary bit,
It's a
if you were to fill
it's
a
an open
GameCube
source
stadium
project,
with
so they need money.
46,000 Blender users,
Yeah.
only about 17 of them would be contributors. Now, not only is this not a great look for the open source world, but it means that Blender is going to be developed slower than paid software. Like I mentioned previously that the texture painting features of Blender are rather limited and old, well, they've wanted to build proper PBR texture painting for years, but they lack the funds to hire a full-time developer. The same applies to the broken fire and fluid simulator, the video sequence editor, the list goes on. And we could have all of these improvements
Oh
today
my.
if we only had the funds. So last month I was at the Blender Institute speaking to Francesco Citti, and he asked for my help to bring awareness to this. So I'm asking you right now, that's right, right now, donate. If you're enjoying this series and you like Blender, then please pause this video right now and take 2 minutes to sign up and pick a plan. Not only do you get to be one of the cool 17 people in the stadium that's donating, but you'll know that the amazing story of Blender gets to continue because of you. And if you do join the development fund because of this video, then please comment below with #JoinedBlender so that I can tally up how much of an impact this little PSA and
They have to. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm sure they've got that information somewhere. I don't know Blender as a company, so I can't really confirm or deny. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. This would be more of a donation to an ongoing project, yeah. Exactly.
and the series has had as a whole. So with that out of the way, let's get on to the tutorial. So how'd you go with your homework? Did you take a
whoops.
stab at creating the plate? Did you
We didn't make a plate. Did you make a plate? I'm gonna switch to Eevee. Do homework. Let's just make a plate real quick. Oh, did he? Oh, okay.
do it, or did you wait for me to show you the answer? Hope you did. If you didn't, you're only cheating yourself, as the teachers say. But no, seriously, give it a shot if you haven't already. I do think it helps you to learn. But if you don't want to, can't stop you. But I'll show you now how I created.
Okay.
So first of all, I load in the image reference first. And I haven't shown you how to do that yet, so I'll show you now. If you go to the top of the screen until the cursor changes on that line there, just right click and then say vertical split. And then I now get 2 duplicate windows. This second window I can now make any other window type. So the one I'm looking for is image editor. Now go
Vertical split, and then what about what? Something about image editor?
image, any other window type. So the one I'm looking for is image editor.
Okay. Image editor. There we go. Okay, cool. I'm not sure what arrows you're talking about. Oh.
Now go image and open. So this is the image we're going to use. It's one from Polygon because it's actually one of our models. It's a real
One of his mom. Where is he getting that? Oh. Monetization. Well, yeah, but like he's yeah, that's what I mean. What is what's the site, by the way? Can you give me that link?
real ceramic plate that we photo scan.
Wait. What's going on? Oh. Oh my god. Because you're clicking on an interactable asset within the website, and that interactable asset wants to execute code before you enter a new hyperlink. So, I don't know, probably tracking purposes. Wait. Yeah. $30 a month. Oh, wow. For an educational purpose? Seriously? That's really gross. Yeah. Yeah. That's really slimy. That's really slimy. Yeah, definitely leave a comment. And also, like, why do we need to import an image? I'm just gonna make my own plate. Well, my one guest here, Bubbles Butternuts, also mentioned a scammy thing that they did. So maybe there's a Reddit out there that goes more into detail. Could be that could be the case for sure. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna make things. Let's see. Location, rotation, radius, depth. I'm gonna make a plate. I think I'm gonna make a plate. Where's my cylinder? Here we go. There. Over to edit mode. Plate is in the donuts. Fuck. Go in the environment. There we go. Table. We don't need the table. Plate. Okay. Here's the thing. The plate's got some geometry to it, right? I used to have, let's see, loop cut. No. I think what I want is a ring cut, but I can't remember how to get that. Okay. Yeah, alright. I can say fuck it. I thought we needed to make the plate. Well, that's just to throw the donuts on. We don't really need the plate. That's just extra homework to do more busy work.
And turned into a model.
We could, or what did you want to do? Okay, then I will just... Yeah, we'll just make the plate then.
With something. Now, a lot of you probably started with a cylinder, and that's a fine way to go about it, but I know from experience that the cylinder's got a top face on it that we don't need, and then the normals have to be flipped, and you have to deal with the size, and I find it's actually just easier to start with a circle and then build out from that. So, the circle settings, we obviously want to turn the radius down to be, I think a plate is roughly the size of like 2 donut widths anyway, like roughly 24, 30 centimeters, whatever. So anyway, a radius of around 12 centimeters. Now the vertices, that's the resolution of your mesh, right? Now, if you might remember when we did the donut,
Yeah, it's... Yeah. I don't know what the fuck he's charging all that goddamn money for. It's a reference image. Oh no, you and not only that, but it's not a good reference image. Why? If you're going to make a reference image in a 3D space, you are going to set up an image. It's just a two-dimensional image object in your scene. You're going to put it so that it aligns with one of the axes, like the x-axis. And then you model in front of that. Like you just create and you use the image as like a stencil, effectively. So why he has an image of a plate at like a 45-degree angle from above doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Because we need the geometry of the plate. We don't need. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Donut, when we added the torus, I said it's good to start with a low poly mesh to begin.
Circle. What? I don't. Oh, you right click on the spacing between the two. Yeah, and then you click over the yeah. You no you click. You click. You why? Yes. Yep. Okay, so he wanted to make a circle, but why is my circle fucking empty? It's supposed to. What the fuck? There are certain differences between 3ds Max and Blender that really just fucking puzzled me to no end. I made a circle. You made a circle. Right? You got a circle, I'm assuming. Exactly. It's just a circle. There's no face. It's got. You can go to edit mode and you can find all the vertices. Where's the fucking face? Why is there no face on it? This makes no goddamn sense. Just delete this. Okay, so
it's easier to
make a circle. Yeah.
add detail than it is to try to take it away later. And that's true, and it's good advice for like organic flowy shapes. But in this case, I know that looking at the reference, it's got bevels, like tight bevels here and here. And it's going to be a lot easier to control that if I just use the bevel tool as we model, rather than trying to use a subsurf modifier later. Which is all to say that the resolution of the circle that we start with, I actually want to be the final representation. So essentially, this needs to be as round and high resolution as it needs to be so that I won't see any jaggedness in the final model. So I actually went with 100 vertices, which is quite high poly, but we have got the camera really close to it, so I think it makes sense. Okay, so in edit mode, make sure you're in vertice select mode. I've done recording so many times I can't remember when I've actually taught something or not. But you can swap in and out of these modes, by the way, by hitting the 1, 2, and 3 key. So 1 for vertices, 2 for edge, and then 3 for face select. Okay, so with vertice select, I'm going to start by creating this lip that goes up. So E and then Z to lock it on the Z axis to about there. I mean, we don't have measurements, but that looks like it could be plausible. And I think it's on a slight angle, very slight, so I'm going to scale out.
Oh, God damn it. Yeah, that's all I did. Oh, I see. Okay. Now what's he doing? He's gonna extrude everything or something, or he now has a 3D object. How did he go from 2D to 3D?
Just by hitting. And there. So E, and then I'm going to start by creating this lip that goes up. So E and then Z to lock it on the Z axis to about there. I mean, we don't have measurements, but that looks like it could be plausible.
Okay. I have faces. Do you have all the vertices selected? Are you in edit mode? Let's see, you. Ah, okay. It's hard to tell because he has all of his other objects there. Yeah. There are ways to make faces in and shit. So we'll get to it. It's just this is a weird way to go about it. Yep, Z. Yep.
And I think it's on a slight angle, very slight. So I'm going to scale out just by hitting S.
Makes sense.
All right.
Set a slight angle. I don't have a slight angle. I don't care. Let's see. Edit mode versus you have made the lip of your plate. Well, you're looking at it.
Now for the angle.
Oh, right. Press S to scale it out. And then you move your mouse away from the center dot. What? Oh, wait. Oh, no. Hit escape. You are currently in edge mode, so go back to vertice mode. Just hit 1 on your keypad. That didn't do... okay. Oh, sorry. Yes. There's a loop above and a loop below. You have the loop above selected, as far as I understand it. Okay, now press S to scale. Okay, then that's what glitch means. There are 2 loops at that exact location. There's a trick. Hold on.
I literally told myself a break. I need to remember to because I muted my mic, and then I knew I needed to unmute it. I should just. I have like 2 different ways to mute my mic. I should just do the one way instead of the other way. because then I like
Oh.
I never remember, and then I come back, and then it's like I go like a whole 10 minutes, like just nobody heard me at all.
Oh no. Okay, so
Okay, so
glitch is correct. Where the vertices are,
yeah, there are two of them.
there's two of them there. So there's an interest. Here's how I would go about doing this. First, make everything in your scene invisible,
Oh yeah.
except for the circle object.
If you want to condense it down to one loop, there are a couple of options.
Mm-hmm.
You can scale the current one and dissolve the other one, or you can delete the current one and scale the other. Oh, the delete sounds easier.
We're gonna merge the vertices.
Okay, sure.
So before you do that, make the table invisible too.
Oh yeah, plane.
Okay, now on your keypad, press 1.
One has
And
been
then-
pressed.
And then toggle X-ray mode. One has not been pressed on the shit. Did I say keypad again? I meant numpad. Numpad 1. God damn it all. Okay.
Glitch says merge is also an option, yes.
Yeah. Now you're gonna. Well, I can't really see your object, so move your viewport so we can look at your object. Okay.
Like really,
Now.
really zoom in there, I'm guessing?
Nope. We want to select all of these vertices in one pass, so zoom out so that you can see the entire object, but not so far that you have difficulty seeing the vertices. So that's a good one. Okay. So you're going to take your select tool, you're going to switch to the box. Don't do the
Don't do
lasso.
the lasso. Oh,
No, just do
yeah,
the
I see
box.
how. I didn't actually realize that. Wait, hold up. You,
Click and hold over the lasso.
Oh. Okay. Box.
And then it gets the select box.
Yep.
And because you have X-ray mode on, you are going to be able to interact with vertices throughout
The whole
everything.
thing?
So
Yeah.
don't select no.
No? Okay.
No, not the whole thing, just the top row. You can interact with all the vertices that you can see when you're in X-ray mode. But we only want to select the top vertices. Yep. Okay. Now I have to try and remember. It's right click, merge vertices by distance.
And make it 0?
Nope.
Or leave it at 0.1?
We want it high enough that it does not affect the geometry. So like, I think like 0.15. Yeah. That should do it.
Oh, what happened? I think I selected the other vertices too, not just the very top ones or something.
Your merge distance was too great.
Oh, just do less?
Yeah. So you don't want to actually alter too much of that geometry, but like
0.02?
Yeah. Oh, 0.02. Okay. That should
It
be
already
enough.
merged, you were fine.
Already merged. Okay, cool.
Okay, well, yeah, okay then. So then, now what? Okay, now what? So then, select them all again and then hit X?
Yes.
Or S, I meant. Yeah. Oh, yep. Oh, damn it. There's like a couple of them that are being weird. Oh, I think it's just because I accidentally selected them from that angle. All right. Just turn the X-ray back on and then.
Oh.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Okay. Oh, it switched back to. Oh my god, I forgot it's tab. Oh, what? Why are they all selected now?
Because when you hit tab, you change to object mode, so now you have the object selected.
Right.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. So what's next?
No, it's scaling the whole thing.
Oh, wait. Well, you don't want to scale it in object mode. You want to scale it in edit mode.
Okay. We're getting. And then we got it. Okay. Finally.
Yeah, there it is. Sweet.
Yes, hello glitch. He was like, oh, so high. This isn't like, by the way, yeah, hi, I am. As if. Anyway.
Oh.
Okay, finally hit continue, I guess. Now that I did that.
Yep.
All right. Now for this next part of the lip, I'm going to hit E to extrude again, but I don't want to move it anywhere. I want to do it exactly where it is, but then scale it out. So right click and then S to scale out.
Right click.
Of course, now I want to do that.
Oh, yeah. Well, you didn't know if you were grabbing the correct vertices or not.
Yeah. It's like now I have to actually do that, but on purpose this time.
Yeah.
Right click. What did he say?
So first he hit E, and then he hit right click, and then he hit S.
Okay. I mean, it's just kind of E right click.
And E right click.
Okay. Oh, it's working.
There you go. Sweet.
Good enough. It's probably too wide.
It's a good idea also
too wide
to
of a lip,
zoom
but whatever.
out and see in proportion to the plate, is that lip about the right size? I think it is. That's pretty good. And now I'm going to do another lip on the other side, just going up. So E, Z.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
E, Z. Okay. There's a little bit of a ledge there.
I've learned you can just double click. You can just double click and it's going to select everything. Or not everything, but you know what I mean. Like how you want the whole ring selected. You can just double click the ring and it's going to do the whole thing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I actually accidentally figured that out earlier, but I'm only just now saying it.
That's handy.
Yeah. Wait, no. Oh yeah, Z, that was what it was. And then S. Immediate.
Maybe if you're in edge mode. It's not doing it for me. Oh well, it's fine.
Darn it. Okay. Oh, what I said is not doing it for you?
Yeah. There's just I'm sure there's a trick to it. I just don't know what.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what I did to make that happen. But I suppose mine keeps doing that thing where it's like doing a whole different. It's like all my controls were different too. Like we had that issue, remember? And I don't know if that's anything to do with it.
Controls? Oh fuck.
All right. That's good. And then
to about there. That's pretty good. And then S to scale out as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now what's he gonna do next? Give it a shell? That's what I'd do.
Probably.
In fact, maybe that's what I'll do right now.
Okay,
Again?
awesome. Now, when you add in a circle, it doesn't come with a face by default. So
No.
if we go into wireframe mode, which also you can swap, sorry, not that mode, wireframe mode. You can swap in and out of these modes at the top here by holding down the Z key. So solid view and wireframe.
I did
usually
accidentally
just
figure
quickly
that
flip
out.
between these, like
Oh.
that. All right. So if I hold down Alt and click on this line, you can see there's no face in the middle.
Oh yeah, I should probably like unhide my stuff.
Well, I have everything hidden because I just want to focus on the plate.
That's fair. But I also want to know where my donuts are in relate. Oh my god, where are my donuts? Oh, those are still hidden. I just want to see where they are in relation because I'm gonna have to move them at some point. Well, maybe not. Actually, well, no, actually, maybe not. The plate and the plane are so lined up with each other that I don't know how I did that. That was an accident. I mean, I tried getting it close. I didn't expect to get it right on the money.
Ha! It's kind of
Um,
nice when things happen like that.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Because wherever there is a face there should be like this orange tint. So when I alt click here, I don't see the orange tint, which means I need to have a face. So F to create a face. Now we need some.
Well, there you go.
Simple enough. Thought you needed a tool for that, but okay, cool.
The tool is the F button.
Yeah. However, what's next?
Double check. Oh, yeah, I think it worked. Although I don't. Okay.
I mean, you have your X-ray vision
Yeah,
currently,
I do.
and that will make things look weird.
I have to remember how to select faces. I think you just had me do that like a second ago, and I don't remember.
Actually, don't select the faces. Select that lower ring of vertices.
That should be good because I did. Oh,
You have a face.
I thought I did. Yeah, right here, right? Look at that. Give it a minute. Let it catch up.
Oh yeah, that's a face. Okay, cool.
But here. Well, maybe that is that good? Are we only worrying about that bottom part?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just the bottom part. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Pressing
bevels. Okay, so we need a bevel that goes here, another one that goes here, and another one that goes here. So we did that when we added the sprinkle, and the hotkey for it is Control B. But I don't want to just create like the same bevel here and then do another one here and then another one here. I can do them all at the same time. So if I hit Alt and Shift and then clicked on these lines, if I did Control B now, I would get a bevel everywhere. But the problem is that I'm also getting the bevel on the lines that are going this way, right? Like these lines.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Which is not what I want. But it doesn't know that I don't want them there because those are edges that are also selected, right? This line that goes like that. So what you need to use is just a different tool. So instead of vertices select mode, I'm going to use edge select mode. And now when I hit Alt click on that line and then Shift Alt click on this line, it's only selecting those edges and not the edges in between.
That was what I was talking about before when I said I was selecting the edge mode, vertex select, edge select. We've done that before. I just forgot. Okay.
Yeah, we're revisiting.
Yep. Well, we have to. Yeah. Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Control Shift A.
Alt click.
I'm just gonna
click on this line.
Shift Alt click.
Alt Shift left
and
click.
not the edges in between.
Yeah.
Alt Shift left click. Why are you? What's going on? Excuse you. Why are you different now?
Double click.
What the hell did I do?
I don't know.
Well, okay, it does change if I... Oh, actually, his is like that now that I look at it. Except that... Should I just... Alt Shift.
And Shift is to select additional, and then Alt click is to select the ring.
I think my controls just changed. Like they will keep wanting to default to whatever that
Whatever,
alternate
yeah.
scheme is. They just keeps doing that, which is why I can double click and have that change, and you can't.
Okay, let's take this moment to save.
I'm actually going to take this moment to ask Glitch. Do you have any idea why this happens? We've had this multiple times now during this tutorial, where like, it's like there are two different ways to control this program, and mine keeps defaulting to some alternative way to what he's teaching in the video, and that's not happening to Technus. Like, have you heard of this at all? I'm assuming he's still here. 3 viewers.
Reset.
See if he says anything. What's up? Oh yeah, he was watching in the background. Okay. So it's this entire time that we've been doing this tutorial, my instance of Blender has been defaulting to this oh yeah, the chat delay, that's fair. The default scheme, you know, like what's being taught in this tutorial, mine keeps defaulting to some alternative control scheme. Like, for instance, I can double click and it's going to select the whole ring. And Technus can't do that. And also, like, right now I'm apparently supposed to hit Control Shift A. Wait. Oh, actually, maybe... Am I just stupid? Maybe I didn't do that. No, Control Shift and then left click, right? That's what he said. Yeah, Control Shift left click. I'm doing that. It's not doing it.
All right, I'll try this. Go to... All right, we're going to do two things. First, go to File, Defaults, Load Factory Settings.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm going to have to save to do that. Yeah, if I load factory settings, it does fix it, but it's like, why is this happening in the first place? How do I prevent this from happening?
There's a second thing we're going to do after that, so let me know when you're done.
Save. We'll do this anyway. I could just ask him later too. Just because I'm really just asking like, what is going on? You know, like.
Yeah, those preferences are getting a little weird, and so we're going a little further.
Yeah, he just says that's odd. I kind of had a feeling that he probably wouldn't really know, but weird. I've never had controls change on me before. Yeah, I kind of figured. I figured that'd be his answer, but I wanted to ask anyway.
All kinds of weird issues. Yeah. Okay, you ready?
Was it File?
File, Defaults, Load Factory Settings.
Oh yeah, okay. All right, and now we load up my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then there's another thing we're going to do.
Well, first let's see if that actually.
That might have helped. Yeah.
Alt Shift left click. Yeah, now it's doing it. Okay.
Okay. Next thing, go to Edit, Preferences.
And
then
then
bottom left window, select the hamburger menu. Load factory preferences.
You know what? I don't even think we have to do factory reset. Load factory preferences.
Yep, load it from here because now you're changing this from the top stack of
preferences.
The preferences. Yeah.
Okay. And even if this doesn't permanently fix the issue,
when that's done, we can remember to load this in the future. That's true.
Yeah,
you're right.
We could just do that instead of me having to Not that that's inconvenient. Not that that's a huge deal. But
yeah,
it's like that's what you just had me do sounds even easier than the thing you had me do before. Okay. Everything's selected. Let's see what he's gonna say next.
Cool.
Which means now when I do Control B to create that bevel, I'm getting the bevel just where I want it on those three edges. All right,
Woo.
now the tightness of that, it's pretty tight, but it does need to be a little bit higher poly. So I'm just scrolling up on my mouse to about there. That's good.
What do you get, like
And
3
now
or
solid
4?
view.
4, jeez.
Great. Pretty good. All right, getting there.
Okay, so I mean, I had everything selected, but then I hit B and nothing happened. What do you say?
Control B.
Now,
Control. Damn it. Okay.
Yep, no, I missed it too. It's Control B, and then you scroll up on the mouse wheel a couple times.
Oh, scroll up on the mouse wheel. I would have missed that too. I was dragging the mouse.
You're just dragging your ass.
Yeah, that's. Well, what the hell? Okay, actually, it's not the mouse wheel. You do actually move it with the mouse.
You move the mouse to move the bevels, but to increase the complexity of the bevels, you use the mouse wheel, which adds geometry.
Oh, it is doing that. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how many he said to do. Screw it. Whatever. I'm just gonna do that.
I just added like 4.
Also, not to add more confusion, but the chat box in your stream isn't updating. Yeah, I noticed. Actually, that's always been an issue. I never really figured out how to fix that. I think it has something to do with the fact that I'm trying to, have multiple chats in one thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, it's got to be losing connection with something at some point.
Yeah,
I could take a look at it.
It's like if I restarted it, it would be good for a while, and then it's just gonna stop after like, I don't know, we'll say 20 minutes, just for the sake of argument.
Oh, that's annoying.
But I guess Glitch learned something new just now about the bevel thing.
Oh, cool.
He didn't know you could mouse wheel to add cuts. Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
He adds he just adds the cuts later if he needs additional loops. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's easy. There's like a ring cut tool you could easily throw on there.
That's probably if you don't do the initial thing and you're like, oh crap, I should have. Yeah, that's probably what that's about. Well, I don't know. Anyway.
Now, we got a paper thin plate. We don't want that. So for thickness, I'm hoping most of you got this right, but it's our old trusty modifier, the solidify modifier.
Yeah, okay.
Solidify, you were right. I couldn't find it. Was it in generate?
Well, I mean, I said solidify.
There it is.
I said solidify for a completely different thing earlier. It was not for this. Okay.
Not for this project, but I asked about it, and you said solidify.
Yeah.
Which was correct.
Circle, and then modifiers. Generate, solidify. What is he changing it to? I'll just let him.
That we used previously. It's too thick by default. I think I went with 0.004.
0.004.
It's kind of tough to see, isn't it? Oh, actually, that is a good thickness for me. All right.
I think I see it. It's just kind of hard to tell with the wire frame in there too.
Like
yeah.
Oh, I should probably actually just to make sure. Yeah, no, there's definitely a thickness to it. It's not that thick, but I don't care.
All right. And then because I want to do a bevel on this edge here, I can't do it unless this solidify modifier is applied. So drop down and then hit apply.
Okay.
And now in edit mode, I've got both of those edges. So again, holding down Alt and Shift Alt, click on those two edges. And now I'm going to do another bevel right here. Control B and...
I did something stupid and I regret it. Okay, well done.
All right, what is he affecting now? The very, very edge, right? Oh, jeez, come on. I made it too thin. Alt click, Shift Alt click. There we go.
Okay. So.
And now he wants to add what, more bevels? Jeez.
Yeah, he wants to make the ring. He wants to make the outer ring round, which it is, to be fair.
And pull it out. Edges. So again, holding down Alt and Shift Alt, click on those two edges. And now I'm going to do another bevel right here.
Yeah.
Control B and pull it out. Now you'll see that
Alt.
Tough to
Shift.
see. Control B, pull it out from the center. Ooh. Hold on, I gotta get it. I gotta zoom in a little bit better.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, Control B, pull it out from the center. No, into the center.
and again, holding down Alt, hit apply. And now in edit mode, I've got both of those edges. So again, holding down Alt and Shift Alt, click on those two.
Yeah,
Alt,
that works.
Shift,
Cool.
left click.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing. Okay, and then Control B.
And now we have a Control B to Barracuda.
Oh, I should have moved in way more. Well, I can. They're supposed to overlap or what?
No. You can. You don't need to overlap.
Okay.
You know what? It would be weird for the bottom to be flat.
Probably. Yeah. I wonder if he's gonna have us do a. Well, though. Well. I'll see what he does. Oh, I still have X-ray on.
Can't totally tell.
I don't really care that my donuts are like through the plate and the table because I don't even think that matters.
They're just kind of clipping through the bottom. That's
Yeah.
pretty standard, really.
Yeah, I assume it is because nobody's gonna go underneath and look from under the table or whatever. Or like look inside the table, I should say.
Except for some very dedicated gamers.
Yeah, the people that are like literally like hacking the thing and well, not hacking, but you know what I mean, going in the files.
I could do this. Actually. I have a better idea.
I don't think I'm gonna worry about the bottom of the plate. It seems fine to me. Oh yeah, because we did actually add a bevel to the bottom of the plate. Actually, my plate's digging into the table a little bit too, but again, whatever. Unless you want to make it so, because plates, yeah, I guess actual plates have like, you know, the kind of the little lip thing underneath or whatever.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, I kind of figured that's what you were doing, which is fine if you're doing that.
Oh shit. 1 second. I gotta do something real slick.
Okay.
Oh, I hope I get it right.
Oh, I totally missed him say something. Oh, he didn't know about the control thing because he always loads the. He called it the Blender 27X hotkeys.
Oh.
Oh, because it's
found his own hotkey
2.7.
yeah.
It's 2.7 controls. That's why. Because that goes back to what he was saying in another session about, you know, how he's too stubborn to learn anything above 2 points. Well, no, he said there was a reason. He had another reason for it. I forget. It was partly that, and it was partly something else that was a little more valid.
All right, so I got my bottom of my plate. I got the little service lip at the bottom. I got that taken care of now.
Okay. Oh, you're saying hit play, aren't you?
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Edges, and now I'm going to do another bevel right here. Control B and pull it out. Now you'll see that it reaches a point where they start to overlap, and that's not good. I don't want that. I want it to be, I do actually want it to be a complete round form, like really, like essentially that.
You
But
gotta
can
like
see I
line it
can't
up
really get it
perfectly. I
exactly
bet he's gonna
right
say
with
there's a
just,
tool
like,
for
meet in the
that.
middle. So there's actually, when you're in certain states in Blender, you'll see at the bottom of your screen, along, let me just do this, along this line here, you can see you've got a number of shortcuts that it lists. And one of them says C for clamp overlap. And currently it's listed as off.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh wait, no, actually I did know about. Wait, no, I didn't. What? Oh, whatever. Well, I know now.
So if I, oh dear, let's cancel that.
So you hit
If
C.
When I hit Control B, whilst I'm in this state, if I hit C, it will turn clamp overlap
Yeah,
on.
I figured.
Which means it will only bevel and to the point that the edges touch, and then it will stop. And that is exactly what
that's
it is.
nice.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna be a thing.
And now we have a plate. But when you're modeling something like this, it's very common. If you're doing like extrusions and then you're canceling the extrusion and you're scaling out, you can end up with vertices on top of vertices. And in fact, when we did that bevel clamping thing, I think what it's done is it's got two edges and they've now merged the vertices in the middle, but it's sharing the same space. So whenever you've got two vertices in exactly the same space, you can have like artifacting that will occur later on. So after I model something like this, I just go into edit mode. I select everything by hitting A, and then I want to find all of those vertices that are accidentally in the wrong place, and then hit M, and then I want to say merge by distance. And now you can see on the bottom of my screen, look at that. It merged.
This is what you had me do.
300 vertices.
Yeah.
I've modeled this plate a few times. Sometimes it deleted like 400 vertices.
Donuts
Usually
look
it
nice,
deletes
thank you.
100. Evidently, when I was doing the extrusion and then canceling
Do you see the
I think I maybe did it a few
colors?
times. So we had
Colors?
like 3
Wait,
I'm
what?
talking a
essentially in the
glitch again.
exact same
He
place.
left, but then he
Oh,
came
So that's
back.
why you do
and-
that step, because if we didn't, then
Or
you
did-
would have
no, I
that and
don't
you wouldn't know until you see artifacts later on.
Oh wait, they
All
look
right,
different
but
now.
that's it. We now have a wonderful looking plate.
Oh no, well,
And
are they
we
different?
can close that. Oh yeah, I should show you how to close the window.
Actually, my icing's a different color.
So when you are closing something, you can go
should probably
here on
fix
this
that.
edge and you can right click and then say join areas. The other way is if you go to the top right hand corner of the screen, you get this little like targeting cursor, and then if you click and drag left or right, that will
Yeah, the
also
icing's supposed to
merge.
be
It's just
a
that's
different
how you
color.
used to
I
create
guess I gotta
windows in
go back
Blender.
and
You can
fix
also
that. I don't know
drag
why
out
it's
from it,
different.
and that will split the view.
Oh my god, actually, you know what? You know how I was saying earlier that the render didn't look very crisp? It didn't look very clear? Now it does.
It's
Oh
really-
yeah, I
let
didn't.
me-
Oh yeah. Oh, it's eating at my resources.
that happened to me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is my shit?
Yeah, the sprinkles are neat. Yeah. Okay, I need to turn that off because it's like totally destroying my resources. Okay. Does not help that I'm like the
Oh, you're still in that render mode. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I showed him the render. Well, I wasn't still in it, but I showed him the render, and then yeah, and then it's like it doesn't help that I'm also like also have a a virtual avatar thing.
It's kind of
Oh,
habit,
yeah.
That's more
but most people
resources.
just prefer to like until the cursor changes, right click and then say that. But I still do that sometimes, and then I forget I'm doing a tutorial and I have to explain it. All right, so the plate, we want to make it smooth, so right click, shade smooth, and the reason we have flickering right here is the top of our plate is overlapping with the countertop. So we just need to move this up slightly so that it's not doing that. And if you actually go underneath your countertop, this is usually a very easy way to quickly make it so that it's touching. You just have a
Oh wait, hold up.
Right click,
overlapping
shade
with the
smooth.
countertop. So we just need to move this up slightly so that it's not doing that. And if you actually go underneath your countertop, this is usually a very easy way to quickly make it so that it's touching. You just have a little bit of overlap, and then yeah, then it looks plausible.
I need to go back.
With the reason, so the plate, we want to make it smooth. So right click, shade smooth, and
Yeah. Well, okay. What the heck? Click the circle again. No. You gotta be in edit mode or object mode? Object mode. Right click, shade smooth. Hopefully you did it.
and the reason we have flickering right here is the top of our plate is overlapping with the countertop. So we just need to move this
Well, lucky for me, that was not the case.
up slightly so that it's not doing that. And if you actually go underneath your countertop, this is usually a very easy way to quickly make it so that
You just
it's
click
touching.
through it,
You
yeah.
just have a little bit of overlap, and then yeah, then it looks plausible.
I just realized you can't even see my countertop because my plate's so big.
Oh,
Oh my god. Well, can I just make it bigger?
donuts.
S?
Oh.
Yeah, I just hit S and then it gets bigger. Okay. It's literally that easy. Okay.
Awesome. We have our plate. Now, if I move out here, you can see this big giant arrow thing. This is our camera, and it's just too big. The visualization of it is so big that I've got lines in the way, and I don't
Mine's
like
the
it.
opposite. It's too small.
It's actually a pretty good scale for a normal scene, which is, usually tens or hundreds of meters, but we're so small that this camera is just too big. So in the camera tab, go to viewport display and then just turn down the size, right?
I got to do the opposite. I got to make it bigger. Camera. What is it? What was it? Oh,
I was repositioning my scene, so I actually wasn't paying attention.
that's okay.
So
okay,
he's
I'll-
talking
Okay,
about
so
his
it's a good
camera.
scale of
Just
this
changing
big.
the size of the
Have our
camera.
plate. Now, if I move out
Oh.
here, you can see this big giant arrow thing. This is our camera, and it's just too big. The visualization of it is so big that I've got lines in the way, and I don't like it. It's actually a pretty good scale for a
Oh.
normal scene, which is usually tens or hundreds of meters, but we're so small that this camera is just too big. So in the camera tab, go to viewport display and then just turn down the size, right? And I'll go for, like 10% of what it was to about a 0.1. Okay, great. So what we want to do now is start laying out the scene.
Oh,
So
okay.
first and foremost, I'm going to go into
I'm gonna.
Oh,
I'm gonna reset.
bagels! Hey, Infernus, how's it going? I make bagels. Should move this a little more.
Oh.
Let's go here, now that I've got a plate with donuts. Okay,
Oh, whatever.
that's my camera. All right. So you can control the size of the actual, like,
Viewport.
display for, well, yeah, the display widget for the camera.
Yeah.
looking through
That's
my
cool.
camera view, and I want to get the camera placement right. So hitting Shift tilde key to put me into fly view, and then just scrolling down so that you get really small movements. Not that small, to scroll up a little bit, all right? And then I'm using Q and E to just change the height of the camera to be roughly where I want it. All right, so I'm going to have a stack of donuts. So I'm going to have like one here, one here, one here. So I'm just making room for that, essentially. I shouldn't use this annotation tool. It's being replaced in Blender. Like the new grease pencil is going to be pretty amazing. But anyways, it's the old annotation tool. So yeah, let's start stacking some donuts. So selecting the base donut and then shift selecting the icing. I'm going to duplicate that by Shift D and then moving it up along the Z axis until
God damn, those
they
are some big
start
holes.
to touch. Now, there
Goku's
is
saying.
actually some new snapping tools in Blender that is pretty handy, but from experience, having tried it for this, there's so many like little pieces of sprinkle
it doesn't
and
know what to
everything that
do.
you're gonna have overlapping anyway because donuts are quite spongy,
Oh.
so they would be, it would be plausible that it would be like kind of squishing the sprinkle. So it's okay to have some clipping. So something like that is okay. Now I'm going to do another donut. So Shift D again, move it up along the Z axis to about there. And I want to make it an interesting stack, not just like a straight stack. So I'll move these around
Oh,
so that we've got
shit.
kind of like an S shape, like that. All right, duplicate these again. So this is going to be a stack of 4, like so. And then this one, I'll pull back this way, rotate that, go down. All right, pull it back a little bit. Okay, lovely. Now, looking from the camera, you can see a pattern that has emerged. So you can see this
I'm
is
honestly
the same
just
as this,
letting it
is the
play,
same
and
as
then
this,
and then we'll
the
just
eye is
go
very
back.
good at
and-
detecting patterns, so that's going to be a very big deal breaker.
Maybe I just do that. I would just start doing that now.
Okay. Icing. Why did I group the icing separately from the donuts? God damn it. Hold on.
It's okay. Yeah, you
Ugh.
do your thing, because I'm gonna duplicate myself right now anyway.
Okay.
Oh my god, why is it only duplicating the icing?
This icing with this donut. What the fuck?
Shifty. Are you kidding me?
Wait, where'd my icing go? Are you fucking kidding? Where is my goddamn icing?
Shifty.
Where is it?
Yep, that's
Oh, it's here now. Oh, okay. So donut, icing. This is, we'll rename this to R sprinkle donut. For round sprinkle donut.
I hit Shift D in my icing, and it just does the icing. And the icing is the parent of the donut, so I don't.
What the fuck is going? I had an extra donut. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna delete that. I don't know where the fuck that came from. Oh well. Now where's the other icing?
If I hold Shift and click on icing, then it does it. So I guess that's what I'm doing. Is that what you had to do?
Icings?
Did you have to hold Shift and left click icing to have it select
I-
everything under that tree?
That well, I had my it's hard to explain what the fuck my problem was, but I'm just you can click multiple objects in the scene, but my issue was like my menu was out of I
Yeah.
don't know how to describe it. How do we make a new collection? Just right click new collection?
It was on the top, I think. It was.
Oh yeah, right click new collection. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, you
Okay.
could do that too, yeah. I think there was an actual button. Oh, the very top right. There's it's the same box icon, but like there's a little plus. That's another way to do it. So I guess those are the two ways that I know of. Okay.
Okay, icing is in here. How is this working? What is this? You need to go here. Yes, perfect. Okay. And you are a sprinkle donut. You are a sprinkle donut. You need to be in donuts. There we go. Okay.
These nuts.
Yeah. Rounds. Okay, now my shit is organized. This donut with this icing. Perfect. I can select all that and we'll duplicate it and press Z and go up. Yeah. Okay. Except I want to make sure that we get some good spacing so that we don't have some weird clipping. Oh, crap. Guess what happened?
What?
It crashed.
Oh man.
I just got it all.
Oh, you forgot to save.
I had saved it at some point. It looked like okay. It's saved before all of my organizing.
It's a shame you can't tell it to autosave. You would think that'd be a preference you could toggle. Because I'm sure some people wouldn't want it to autosave, but it should be an option.
Okay, well, I was over organizing anyway. And it did autosave, actually.
Oh, okay.
I've just got to turn my sprinkles invisible. And
Oh crap! Now I don't know which donut's which donut. Oh boy.
Donuts.
Oh my god! I have like 23 icings now.
I gotta rename my circle into a plate. How many icings do you have?
Oh, you know what? I think I know what happened. Because every time I thought right-clicking would I was not
Right-clicking.
I wasn't deleting the icings. I was just canceling where I was going to place it.
Oh no.
Oh, so I really do have like 23 different like icings that are just the icing and not the whole donut, and they're just overlapping at this point. Oh no.
A minor cleanup job, but you can do it.
Yeah. Okay. No, actually, it's actually not that big of a deal because it highlights where. So like the first first 5, yeah, just it's actually not that big of a deal. X, you can just hit X to delete stuff. Okay, noted. Yeah, that makes it even easier. Okay.
I have to. Okay, this and this. All right. All right. Okay, I've got that. And actually, since I've got. Oh shit.
Okay.
Is this an extra donut? Where are you? It is an extra donut. Oh, you're a copy. I didn't want to copy you just yet.
To make sure it. Okay. Well.
Oh gods, what now?
Oh, come on.
Sure, fine. You can be there then. Fine. 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 Fine.
Okay.
All right.
I have cleaned up and I'm making headway. R to rotate just a bit.
Rotate. I can finally rotate this thing. Oh, what am I selecting here? Okay. Shit. Oh my god, that's terrible.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was just gonna like make us make each individual donut. He was gonna be like, okay, everything that you did, just do it again like 12 more times. I do feel like mine are a little too neat, but it's not impossible that they would sit this neatly. I don't think it's that weird. I think it's okay. I genuinely think it's okay. This isn't me just coping. I actually think it's fine.
Okay.
Anyway, I don't know. Are you good? I've got
I've
got 8. I can give you more
I
time.
kind of had to start over.
I can give you more. Oh, that's okay. Oh, yeah, I suppose you did. Yeah. I'm going to adjust my camera again because I actually kind of don't like where it is.
DGZ. Rotate Z.
Ought to rotate some of those duplicates to make it less apparent they're duplicates. Yeah, okay, fine. Glitch.
Yep.
Glitch is emphasizing that I should not be content with that.
Okay, GZ.
I mean, I get it.
Rotate Z.
No, don't delete. What are you doing?
Something like that. Okay. GZ up a little bit here.
Yeah.
Duplicate GZ. I'm almost there.
Yeah, I definitely am. Yeah, I'm no longer gonna have to burn down a city now that I know about fly mode. Oh my god, it's too much. Too much zooming.
Okay. I have 2 stacks of donuts.
Let's see here. Oh no, what'd I do?
There.
Press R then Z to constrain the rotation. Oh, okay. YouTube's emotes. Yeah, that's the one thing Twitch has over YouTube, is that it does better chat functions for people. But you only get them, really, I don't know, but some of them you only get if you're a partner, which will never happen for me.
Bro.
Unless...
Because you have... It's not a very good deal to necessarily partner, not affiliate. Right. Never
Either
mind.
or, like, you can't do... I can't, like, until they let people multi-stream, which they will literally die before they let anyone do that.
Certainly seems like it.
Oh shoot, that was... oh. Pressing the... okay. RX for axis rotation, RZ for Z-axis. Oh yeah, okay. That makes sense. I should have tried that. Pressing the axis again will also change between rotating the global world XYZ and the object's local XYZ. A couple of other options I never used. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay, well, I'm starting to Okay. I'm starting to feel like we should keep going though, because like
Yeah.
half an hour. Yeah. Like I probably should. I can rotate them
I'm-
later.
Break for the viewer. They're going to notice that, and it's just going to make the picture look worse. So with each donut selected one by one, I'm going to hit R and then tap Z, and that's going to just rotate along the Z axis. But you can see
That's
if I
what
just
Glitch
tap
was
Z,
talking about.
that axis that I put it on a little bit, like just tilted it, it's now like reverse the tilt because I'm rotating along the Z. But what you can do is you can rotate it along its original axes by not tapping Z once, but twice.
Yep, that's
Okay,
what
and you
Glitch
can
was
see that
talking
the line
about.
has now changed a little bit because that's putting us now into the local Z axis. So the original rotation of that donut, it's the Z axis on that one, not the scene one. So yeah, that's the way I will do it. And I just want to rotate it until I get a different pattern. So now I've got these little wavy shapes. That's good. Now this one, I'm going to tap R and then Z and Z again. So it's the local axes. That's pretty good. And then this one, I'll do the same thing. R, Z, Z, and just move it a little bit that way. All right. And now it's a lot less predictable.
Looks like ZZ
Cool.
is actually a pretty
And
good
now
one
the
to do.
same thing for this one. So I'm going to do a stack of 3.
Glitch
so
says
4
ahead of
and
the
then 3 on
curve.
this one. So Shift D, Z, and just coming in here. This isn't hard. This is just it's just a little finicky, right? It would be good actually if you could use motion, sorry, not motion, like a simulation. Blender does have rigid body tools, but it's again, if we had more funding from some people, we could improve it because the rigid body tools are pretty janky. They don't work well for small objects, and it's very fiddly to set up.
Looking ass
What I've
emotes,
seen
even
other
make the
tools,
sunglasses emote look
plugins
bad.
that people have made for like Unreal Engine, where placing objects is actually a simulation. So you just draw across the plane, and you could have like donuts just spawn in and like tumble on each other. And it just means that you don't have a lot of this finicky hand placing of stuff. But for a simple scene like this, I would probably hand place the donuts anyway because you can finesse it a lot better than you would in a simulation anyway. All right, so just like before, try and make it look interesting as I can. Move this one closer. That's pretty good. And then, so that we don't have the repeating shapes, R, Z, Z, like that. And that's pretty good actually. This one, it's a little bit further. Okay, move that a little bit more. All right, there we go. Oh, did I not hit? Hang on, did I? Z? Oh, okay. I thought maybe I didn't tap Z twice, but evidently I did. It's got this weird gap, which I kind of have to close now. Okay. Sorry if you can hear traffic. I am right next to a road. I thought, hey, I need an office. Why don't I get an office right next to a busy road with glass? But I'll be moving out of here soon. Planning to move country, if I can. I won't say where I'm moving to. No, I'm planning to move to the United States, actually. Looking to get a visa because I want to
Good
move
luck
to
with that.
LA. It's where all the other YouTubers are. And I don't know, every time I go there, I come back with like a bunch of ideas and yeah, so I'm moving if I can. Still waiting for a visa to be approved, but we'll see. All right, so I'm just making small adjustments here and there. All right, and the final donut that I will create, take this, I'll just take this bottom one, Shift D, and I'm gonna make a donut which is going to be like rotated to the camera a little bit. So yeah, let's move on one axis, Z here, and it's just gonna be like this. Because this is a much more readable shape that tells you exactly what it is. Because I mean, these stacks could make you believe that maybe it's bagels or like little mini cakes or something like that. So having this one rotated towards the camera makes it very clear that these are donuts. Awesome. Right. Cool. Now, it wasn't supposed to be that we have round sprinkles on this side and then long sprinkles on this side. That's just because we were duplicating shapes. But because we've done this with geometry nodes, it's really simple to just swap it out to be something else. So this one here, I actually just want it to be the long sprinkles. So in your geometry node dropdown, click long sprinkles, and there we go. It's just swapped it out. And now I can mix it up a bit. I can say this one here.
He was just showing how, like, because he was saying, because he wanted to change them to the long sprinkles. So because they're geometry nodes, you can literally just change the option.
Oh, just switch from long to short sprinkles on that object. Yeah,
Yeah, with the modifier.
yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
Make that plate a little bigger.
I gotta figure out how to make it so my avatar's eyes don't like bobble. I've noticed that like sometimes if I shake my head too fast, like they bobble. It's it doesn't do it in a. It's something with VC face. It's not the phone, because the phone's just
okay.
fine. Like I'm literally looking at the phone and it's fine, but then I look at VC face and it's got to be a setting somewhere. Yeah, okay.
I want to have.
I forgot I only paused just to be like, oh, that's cool.
Round sprinkles. This one at the bottom, I don't want to have any sprinkles, so it's just a
What?
bare donut.
No.
'Cause those do
What is this blasphemy?
it good, right? This one, I'll say round sprinkles on there, and then I'll make this one long sprinkles. Yeah, and then maybe this one I'll delete it as well, so we get like 2 plain ones. That's pretty good. And there's a big gap.
That's not plain. Actually, yeah. I joke about the blasphemy of not having sprinkles, but actually, like, I was so notorious as a kid for like, I only wanted plain donuts. Like, I never got any spring icings or fillings. Like, it was always just plain. Like, I don't even remember what kind of donuts. Just like cake donuts or something.
Well, sprinkles are fucking messy and annoying. Like they're fun and they're nice, but like, let's be real here.
I never even liked the icing though. I mean, I'm different now.
Oh.
I like more variety now, but like it's just like back then it was like at the grocery store in my hometown, it was like there was just this one kind that was just literally, I mean, you can see them at Quick Trip too. Like they're like literally just, there's no icing or anything. It's just a plain old donut with nothing. Like
Whoa.
yeah, something.
You hate yourself or something?
Some of us like that. Admittedly, they're kind of dry, so you do need like some milk with it.
Yeah.
But
Or coffee.
other than that, then you get people. I for the record, I didn't dip my donuts in coffee or any liquid either. Like I just liked them that way.
Okay.
Straight up
all right.
plain. I don't know. Yeah, I can.
No judge, no hate.
I can appreciate icing and stuff now, but
Here, I don't know why. How did that happen? What did I do wrong? Evidently, I made a big gap. By the way, here's a tip. If you so if you just hit R, you're in like tilt mode. But if you tap double R, so you tap R twice, it's now in trackball rotation mode, which depending on your view can be what you want. So I just go there, double tap R, and I just rotate it towards the camera a little bit. And pull it down. Maybe that's
good
what
to
I
know.
did. Maybe I lowered the bottom donuts and then the top ones didn't go with it. If you wanted to, you could actually parent the donuts to each other so that when you rotate or move one on the bottom, then it moves the one on the top. But I don't think it's really necessary, and it can be a little bit hard to work with as well. So yeah. Oh, they're now touching. I gotta move them apart.
I could see somebody doing that, being like, I regret this.
Something like that.
Oh my god, I so regret this. Why the hell did I do that?
Now the countertop, I'm gonna scale this out
There we
until
go.
the edges of the countertop, like this edge that is here, and then this edge that are here, are just outside of the frame. Because our camera, I mean, we are gonna add a camera animation so that it goes down, but we're not going to be like doing a 360 pan of the donut. So we're not gonna be able to see the rest of the scene. So we don't need a kitchen countertop that stretches all out this way. It's just a waste of resources. So we're just gonna literally just stop at the edges of where the camera can see. I used to think when I was starting 3D that that's like lazy, but now I'm like, no, that's like how you use your resources properly. Otherwise you end up doing stuff that nobody ever sees, which is actually a pretty common problem in the industry. People over-engineer models and things just in case the camera needs to be close, and then it never does, and then, yeah, anyway. Now, I do want a backsplash for this, so I'm just going to duplicate the bottom plane here. So Shift-D, pull it out to, roughly there, and then I'm going to hit R and then X, so I'm rotating it along the X-axis, and then just holding down Control to snap it to the nearest 5-degree increment. And in the top left-hand corner of my screen, I'm just looking for 90. And there it is. So I do a single click. I'll move this up like so. And now we have a backsplash. And the final thing we'll do before moving on to the next tutorial is create some different donut colors. Now you could actually do the same thing as we did for the sprinkles and create that random through color ramp option for this. The trouble I've found with doing it for the donut icings is that you can sometimes just end up with a bad batch where you've got like a string of like yellow donuts and you can't change it because there's no sample option for the random thing. So I find it's better if you haven't got enough objects to instead just manually set up the colors. And it also just allows you to finesse it as more of an artist. So a long way to say, we're going to create different materials for each of the different icings. So the one that's already there, we'll just call it pink icing. And now, so I definitely want that one to be pink, which means these ones that are directly behind it, I definitely want to be a different color. So I'm going to click the little number to make it a single user, and I'll call this one blue icing. And then the color, I'm going to make it a kind of an aqua-ish color.
What number did he?
Material select. There we go.
Hold on.
This one here, I'm going to make it a yellow icing. So clicking the little number next to it.
It's next to the
yellow icing.
Okay.
And about there, that's good. And then this one at the top, I'm going to make it chocolate icing. Click the little number. Chocolate icing.
Hold on.
Well, I don't want to do that. I would rather go into what we were doing earlier, the shading.
Oh, well, actually, I actually completely missed what he was doing. I'm trying to set up that wall right now behind the whatever. It's tricky lining it up because I had to like rotate my table, which I was like, yeah, this is a good idea, but now it's like I can't actually move. I can't adjust things on the axis because it's like it just goes where I don't want it to.
Hold on. Sorry, 1 second.
Actually, if I... Oh, that's what he was talking about before, though, wasn't it? Like if I hit... Like I bet if I hit Z twice... Or not Z. Oh, yes. Okay. So what he was talking about, the rotating, how you can like double tap ZX and Y, you can do that for grabbing objects too. Which is so much better. Oh my god.
Do that for what?
You can do that for objects too. You know how like you double tap it and it'll like rotate it like relative to the object itself as opposed to, you know, the grid in the world. That also works for grabbing it with G.
Okay. Cool. Good to know.
Yeah.
How the hell did we find a color ramp, by the way?
I don't remember.
Color. Oh, gods.
Let's see. There.
Converter. Color ramp. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's so much better. Like, I can actually do what I'm trying to do now.
Okay, so he's setting all of these donut icings to be like a manual color. And I don't like that.
I guess just don't do it then. As long as you know it. As long as you know how to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna experiment with this. Let's see, we've got 1, 2, oh gosh, 8, 9, 10 donuts.
Oh, whoops! I don't know why I thought that was gonna work. Should have rotated it 90 degrees before I. There's probably a way to rotate it precisely 90 degrees.
Maybe I won't do 10 separate colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. Let's just do 5.
That's really close. should be good. Well, actually, it's kind of... It's not a perfect 90-degree angle. I wonder if it matters. I don't think it does. I think my light's too bright. I mean, it's like really dim, so...
Okay, so that's one thing. I'm just copying the sprinkles now, basically. Object info random. Shit, no, not the donut, the icing. Random, right? Yeah. There we go. There we go.
Yeah, I missed like that whole segment. Oh yeah, the backsplash was what that was called. Yeah, I mean, I did that after I scaled the countertop. I didn't make that one donut. I should. Well,
Cool. I got it.
yeah. I kind of just want to wrap up the video. Feel myself getting a bit tired.
Okay. I got all my frosting done.
Okay.
Let's go brown. Yeah. It's like how saturated, how warm is chocolate. I mean, I guess you could have like a really desaturated chocolate that's just very dark, but I think it's the more saturated. It kind of looks like milk chocolate, like the kind of delicious, not the really super dark stuff, which I do actually like as an adult. Hated it as a kid, but now I don't know. Normal chocolate.
Did he just wait? Oh, well.
Hey.
That'd be so funny if he did exactly what I did as a
It's just
kid.
way too. I do. It just kind of looks like milk chocolate, like the kind of delicious.
I gotta hear
not
that
the
again.
Really super dark stuff, which I do actually.
I was only
like as
half
an
paying
adult.
attention.
Hated it as a kid, but now I don't know. Normal chocolate is just way too sweet.
Oh,
okay.
he's just
So
talking
now
about.
the top
Oh,
one,
I thought he was talking about
I'll make that
icing
one
on
pink. Yeah,
donuts.
that's
I was
fine.
like,
And
bro.
then this one, I'll just make it blue icing, and then this one, I'll make it yellow icing. Oh wait, now I've got the it's blue and yellow and yellow. That's not good. So this bottom one, no, the middle one. Yeah, yep, middle one, I'll make it chocolate. Bottom one, I'll make it blue. Just trying to get like a nice... now I've got pink and pink next to each other. All right, maybe this one will be yellow as well. That's too yellow. All right, maybe the bottom one can be pink. There we go, that's better. All right, so I don't have any like... It now looks more natural. Looks, which is just more random, I guess. No, less random, because I'm like manually finessing it myself. So it's less random, but it looks... more random in a way. Anyway, finally, before we move on, let's start.
I wouldn't think that you could just. I mean, I don't know. Watching him do that, it's like, oh yeah, it's actually. It doesn't take that much effort to just make them not look the same, and like nobody's gonna be the wiser. That no one's gonna know that you just like duplicated the same donut like 4 times.
Yeah.
Labeling our objects. So first of all, I want to make sure that my plate is inside of my environment collection. So I will now call this plate. This bottom one, I will call it, let's call it counter. And then this back one, I'll call it the backsplash. Backsplash. Awesome. We have done it. Oh, we do need to give a material to our plate as well. Can't just have it as a default material or else it'll look terrible.
We'll find
So,
something.
new material.
We'll find a material.
And the first thing I want to do is adjust the roughness and make it
I'm
look
fine with it
kind of,
being a nice
shiny.
Actually, it could just be
porcelain
pure
white.
white.
So,
Yeah.
Just load
yeah.
that back
Yeah,
to
you're
one more
right.
time.
That's literally a
I'm gonna
thing.
use that
Like,
as
who
my
cares?
reference. So
Yeah.
it's somewhat shiny. And then also I want to give a subsurface because ceramic does actually have a little bit of that that creamy bleed through of the light. So I'll turn my weight up to 1.
We could do that, though.
Radius all set to 1.
Yeah,
and
we
the
can do
scale
that.
0.001.
Subsurface scattering or whatever.
So a very small amount of subsurface scattering.
What did
and
he
I'll just
do?
help it a little bit. The
One.
color I'll also turn down.
Go back a bit.
Just ones here.
It's all ones and then 0.001 for a scale. That's it. That's all you do. Well, 1 for the weight as well.
1. Select these. Oh, okay. Scale 0.001.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
It should actually, yeah, I should just do that too. Down on materials.
Lower the roughness a bit. Give it a little bit of reflection. There.
Come on. Oh my god, really? Why are you not doing it now? There we go. .001. And there, okay.
Surface scattering, and it'll just help it a little bit. The color, I'll also turn down it to make it a little bit not so white, and then I'll make it slightly yellow, a little bit yellowy, creamy color, just like over there. If you want, also, you can buy the plate. It's just not a free model, but it will add realism to your scene if you want to have a plate that is actually real and photo scanned, and it's got all these little speckled.
Oh, it was the whole plate.
Okay, so
That's
those
more
images,
fair.
Okay.
I thought he was charging for like just freaking images. Oh my god.
Well, he's charging $30 for one model and some textures. That's still way too much.
Yeah, or the subscription, which the
Ugh.
subscription had tiers. So I mean, technically, you could spend $12 and get it, and then cancel the subscription. But it's still like, yeah, I don't know, whatever. Oh god, that would have been the biggest dick move to charge $30 for freaking. I mean, it's still too much, but it's like, okay, at least it's not just a freaking picture that you're paying $30 for. I was like, oh my god. It's like, I think even Photo Bucket or whatever doesn't charge that. No, I don't think it's Photo Bucket I'm thinking of. Or is Shutterstock? Yeah, I think that Shutterstock. Yeah, like my wallpaper, my background that I use for literally everything. Like, yeah, I did not pay. Oh, well, actually, maybe I did. Oh my god, it's been so long, I don't remember. Oh yeah, no, yeah, glitch. Yeah, $30 for a plate. That's literally like
That's bullshit.
Oh, I guess I can't show it because well, he said it right there. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, except you can't actually see the video either. Okay, well, yeah, $30 on it. Yeah, it's one thing if it's a character, but like that's yeah, no, because I've seen VTuber avatar or not VTuber. I've seen VR chat avatars on a booth that yeah, you're right, they're like $30-$40 and it's like a pretty complete package. I mean, you can get better for like 80, of course, like with more extras, more bells and whistles, so to speak, but I mean, yeah, you can get something that's totally fine for like $40. Yeah. Yeah, it's still too much. We're only here for the tutorial. We're not going to buy into his not going to buy into his thing.
No.
I still value these tutorials he made for people.
Yeah, he could slow down a bit, but yeah, let's go ahead and finish this up.
Well, I mean, he could slow down, but you could just keep going back and replaying it. I mean, I'm personally fine with that. I mean, but
yeah, that's true. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, because anyway, it's nice for when I go back and look at it again. Because if he was very slow, I'd be like, okay, I don't need the same like, you know, I don't know if something that could be done in 10 seconds, he explains it in like 40 seconds. It's like, okay, I have to do this every, like the fifth time, you'd get pretty irritated about it. You're like, okay, don't just, what was the part I need?
It is optional.
Oh, that's it. That's like it. So.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, now
I mean,
I suppose
yeah.
we've got this. I'll
have to do some
gonna-
extra stuff off screen.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit
catch up.
F12 and just let this render a little
See
bit.
how it looks. Yeah. Yeah. I charge a hefty amount for characters because those take an ungodly amount of work. But for a plate that's like $5 at most. Yeah.
That's an asset. That's
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's rendered for a little bit and then it stopped. Wait. Remaining 47 hours. 41 hours. Okay, so it's probably not going to take that much. But I am going to stop that rendering actually, because I accidentally left my sprinkles on. Where did they go?
I'm actually going to delete my comment.
Oh,
I'm going to
wait,
delete my
no.
comment now. Now that we know exactly what's up, like I'm like, okay, I'll back off.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, that's a good point. Now my sprinkles are still visible though. I guess I have to move the sprinkles off to the side. I thought I could like hit the eye and then just get them out of there, but nope. Okay, let's see. GX, get the fuck out. Well, that's enough. Let's wrap it up for the evening.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the rest of that. I was starting to check out. That's why I like didn't even keep up. Well, I was like, I just didn't want to. I just wanted to keep the video going and make sure we got to the end. Like, you know, I'll go back and actually do the stuff he was talking about. I did the backsplash, and I scaled the table. So, but yeah.
Yeah, me too. I've got it all. Unless he was doing some weird stuff with lighting that I missed, but yeah, I'm ready for the next video.
Yeah.
But we can do that next week.
Oh yeah, renders can take a real hot minute depending on the sample sound. Yeah, I wasn't even talking about renders. I was talking about like he put another donut like in the front and had it angled towards the camera so you could see that it was a donut. I'll do that later. And then also he showed all the rotation stuff you were talking about, Glitch, too. So now I know exactly what you were talking about. And like, yeah, that's nice. So yeah, I know how to do that. All right, yeah. Anyway, yep, it was a good stream. Like we did
This
not.
was fun. Yeah.
We didn't even have
any.
At all actually. Like really. Like I mean, I had to stop for something for like 2 minutes, but that was about it.
Yeah, and I had you go back for something here or there, but yeah, we're kind of cruising along.
I literally feel like no, I know I don't shut up about the helicopter mode, but it's like that's actually gonna make me go so much faster. Like being able to just, it's something I can wrap my head around as someone who plays video games, and you just hit up, forward, back, left, and right, and then up and down if it's a helicopter. Yep, you have a good one too, Glitch. Yeah.
It was weird getting used to that first time, so that makes sense. So thank you everybody so much for watching, all of us, and joining in and leaving comments and giving us likes. We'll see you next week when we get together and make donuts even further.
I think we're nearing the end. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Yuki, and have a good night.
Yep. And thank you, lovelies, for joining me tonight. And I will see you tomorrow. Jenny.